Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 148, the only podcast that's being hunted by Bigfoot. And we got proof, don't we, Brian?
He's getting closer and closer.
This is true.
He started off in the Port Huron area. Now he's on in the Shelby Township area.
Yeah, he's made it
That's
to
a
Shelby.
direct line.
Yes.
Kind of towards us.
Yes.
Sort of.
It's a straight shot at Jason.
Yes.
He left the Northwest, came through the Cascades,
Yeah.
down through Montana, into the UP, and he's working his way down to us because he heard we were going to hunt him.
I believe, to go unnoticed, he went up through Vancouver, across Canada, so that we wouldn't know.
Down through Hudson Bay.
I believe.
Yeah. That makes more
Swam
sense.
across Lake Superior.
Yes. Well, of course. I mean, he's an expert swimmer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
So he heard we were out to get him, and he wasn't going to wait for the fight
no.
because we backed out. And now we can't back out. He's coming.
Yeah, we're screwed.
You know what? He knows where to find us.
But
Yeah.
all I hope for is that he's scared of fireworks.
He might be.
It's the only reason he's not tearing us limb
I
from
mean,
limb.
he is a filthy animal.
It's true.
So.
So
I did just eat one of his Jack Link's beef sticks too.
Oh,
So
wait. Yeah, he might come.
Yeah.
He might come slinging, man.
he's
there's been a
ready.
lot of people have been getting killed by bison out west. You notice that?
No.
Oh, there's been a
They-
bunch
they-
of animals goring people.
They keep getting close to the animals and getting fucking tossed through
Well,
the air.
what do you expect? You get close to an animal,
The
it's
one-
going to fucking gore
It
you.
was Yellowstone, the one where they're like the thing was obviously irritated, and the ranger had a problem with it, and then people were like, "Oh, let's get closer and take more pictures." It's like, it was a good idea.
I did see about that, but I didn't read it.
It was like the third case.
Oh,
Know the authority of my horn. Yeah. But yeah.
So maybe what's happening is it's not just Bigfoot; it's all the
Well,
animals.
here, think about this. Bison, okay?
Yes, and bison.
They're probably a pissed off animal because at one time we pretty much hunted them till they were almost extinct.
Oh yeah,
So they're like, wait a minute, these motherfuckers are getting close to us. Nuh-uh.
Yeah,
No, we're horning these motherfuckers.
we learned our lesson.
Yeah.
Well, I think people they keep getting mauled because they try to do selfies and shit.
Yeah.
You can't do a selfie with a buffalo.
Yeah.
You're gonna go for a ride.
My
Yeah.
advice would be to not do a selfie with any wild, dangerous
here's
animal.
my thing is
Maybe
this.
a koala
who
or
do you
something.
who do you think you
You
are?
get chlamydia.
Who do you think you are? David Attenborough? I mean, that dude can like sit and pet a rhino, but you're no David Attenborough.
No.
you
That's
know?
true.
Joseph Pemberton, what's up? He says my mom is doing the 5K tomorrow.
Sweet.
Nice.
Sweet,
Yes,
man.
tell her to fucking all power, man.
Rocket it.
Yes.
Dominate. She got to win, though. Second sucks. You
Yeah.
win. You go out there and you win. I wonder if we're having issues here because we're losing. No?
No, we just suck.
No, everyone's just. I don't blame them for not wanting to watch.
Yeah.
I just noticed that
We are just pitiful.
yeah. It wasn't as bad as my Dark Souls stream on this channel yesterday. They had like one or two people at a time, maybe. Like, oh, you're not talking about cream pie cleanup? I'm out of here.
I swear to God, I turned it on YouTube literally like 4 minutes after you finished. So I was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Turned it on. I was like, oh, I missed it. Just give it a thumbs up and then.
Yeah, I had the right amount of buzz last night, too, where I'm not hammered. So I was like, oh, maybe someone will come in here. I'm feeling good. I'm not out of control drunk. This should be nice. No one came in.
Well, we got one back.
Yeah.
I think maybe Joseph got kicked out for a second or
I
something.
don't know.
Because he wrote that, and then all of a sudden there was 0. So
Yeah. But we're glad you're doing the mom's doing the 5K, Joseph.
Yeah, it's good.
Glad to hear it.
AWH up there. Yep.
AWH was there, yeah.
Yeah.
I had the big. No, he's up-
18th birthday.
Yeah, he had the big. He had the big 1-8.
Yeah. Happy birthday.
Yep.
Yeah. You can legally buy pornography now. I think,
And
yeah.
you can legally listen to our show now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't have to dial it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I totally have.
yeah. Right.
No, we could totally just
Like we
lean into it. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
We got a light show going on here.
Yes.
yeah, we get the fireworks are going out of control. I'll allow it because it's actual the fourth weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with it right now. But it was driving me nuts earlier this week, though.
I just meant every time your air conditioner kicks in,
Oh, yeah.
I think your power's going to pop.
It probably
yeah.
Mine used to do it, too. That's why I hated air conditioners like
Remember the old house?
all the time.
Everything you turned on, like you turned the microwave on, the house would dim.
Yep.
That was until we had that new until we had the new box put in there.
Toaster.
Anything we turned on, like when we had a refrigerator. When the compressor would kick on, it would just a light little power down. Yep.
You thought it was.
But we had that monstrosity of a microwave. Remember that old one?
Well, the one we got from Ken and Carol.
Yeah.
Carolyn.
Yeah, and it was a big old school, like 1970s.
It wasn't even like the button. It had no buttons. It just had one single knob.
Yeah, it was a knob that you turned, and it would click, and then like
and a timer, like an egg timer. It timed down.
and
I
then
swear
it would,
to God.
yeah, and then like sometimes when
it was the size of this fucking TV.
and then when it would sometimes when it would stop, it'd just blow the circuit right out.
Oh, it was so bad. We all started getting these grills on our bodies.
Dude, it would run with the door open.
Yeah, it would.
You couldn't leave the door open on it.
It was so unsafe.
Yeah.
You look like one of the guys that had to clean up Chernobyl.
Yeah.
You're like that
Like,
level of risk.
I'm not. Yeah, like I know that like now like all the new ones don't do it, but still like I get up and I'll like walk into the kitchen and mom will leave my mom or dad, one of them leaves the fucking microwave door open.
Do you know
and
what
I'm
that's
like,
for? It's the microwave door is always every time I show up at their house.
I'm like, why is that
the
open?
microwave door is open.
I don't know why.
It drives me.
I close it. I'm like, why is that thing open?
Yeah, because even if it's not on in the back of your mind, dude, there's radon getting out of that thing.
Well, and yeah, it's like and I've looked at like all that shit. Like basically, microwaves are really not bad for you. Like eating food out of them, as long as you cook it in ceramic or glass. In plastic, because of the plastic, it can be bad for you.
Yeah,
really bad for you actually.
No, BPAs are fine.
And then microwaves, like you really shouldn't stand within 20 feet of them. You should, in fact, as soon as you turn it on, you should leave the room.
I thought I did something wrong at work one day. I turned on the microwave and then
you're just supposed to lick it while it's going.
It's like so. Let's say the microwave's on the counter, like where his computer is.
Yeah.
I was leaning against the other counter right here, so about 5-6 feet away.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for it, and one of the
Smoking.
bosses walks in, and he's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "What?" He's like, "You can't be that close to the microwave. You're standing right in front of him."
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you're not really supposed
Well,
to.
I mean, it's not healthy over time, but I don't think
Right.
doing it once. Oh my God!
No, but like,
the 30
yeah.
seconds I warmed up my sandwich.
But
for, I was
they've
like,
shown that like over time it can be really bad. So like, when is it going to be bad? Like,
Tries to
because
restrain you.
I've been standing in front of microwaves for a majority of my life now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh,
and
dude,
then,
I
then
think
again, I mean, is that what gave me cancer? I don't know.
we're all at risk. Oh, you guys drove by last night? Yeah, I was hammered playing.
Yeah, I was hammered.
I was playing Dark Souls last night.
Dark Demon Lost Souls.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's so much Wi-Fi and shit in the air now.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
Going
Yeah,
around.
we're doomed.
Yeah, there's no way you're not going to get cancer at some point.
Yeah.
It's just how could you not?
But what if it cures it and we don't know it?
That'd be great.
It doesn't.
Well, yeah. Well, because
I got it from Wi-Fi and microwaves.
yeah. Well,
Flat out.
That was another conspiracy theory that the COVID vaccine was actually their attempt to like stop cancer. I'm like, well, it didn't happen for a few people. I know.
Right.
I was like, so I think that's bullshit.
Yeah, mine had nothing to do with alcohol or cigarettes or.
I'm having trouble looking at you, Alan. I keep on looking at your David Koresh glasses.
Aren't they cool? With my David Koresh hairdo.
I didn't think about it.
Are we gonna have to?
I got the wings flying by night on the side.
Where's your guitar at?
Yeah, believe me, I have a guitar at home and.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I thought of when I saw him. I didn't know him until we got here.
I promise you, I'm not a federal agent, Al.
Well, welcome.
I'm not a Fed. I swear to God.
The eagle is in its nest.
Don't castrate me.
Oh man.
And for you feds that listen, don't firebomb us. It's just him.
Right.
Don't firebomb my house.
No.
No, man, the feds wouldn't do that.
No.
That's all the Branch Davidians do.
As I've said before, the government likes us, and I trust them.
They have our well-being. That's a top priority.
I'm away from the compound. I trust my people. I'm out here with my friends. And
Did they ever
family.
find his body? I'm just saying.
All right.
They did find his body. But.
Oh, I am.
It's just bitter. The Kool-Aid's just bitter. That's a separate disaster.
I am the
but still.
reincarnation of David Koresh.
Wait,
Joseph, you got your.
You were 20 years old when he.
Yeah, I know.
when he died, so that'd be weird.
You got your COVID vaccine at 14, Joseph. Been nice knowing you.
See, I was born with no soul. Now I have the soul of Koresh.
The soul of
As long as you didn't get the AstraZeneca one, you're fine.
The Dark Souls.
Which one did you get? AstraZeneca. Oh shit.
I went with a J&J. Now that I know you kind of do have that Koresh vibe.
Yeah. Like I put
Just
him on
the glasses and the hair, not the 12-year-old bride.
The one that fucked me up was the Jonestown one because it all happened on a complete miscommunication. Some senator or congressman went down there, and he thought he had like an army with him. They're going to raid the compound, and all the guy was doing because a lot of the members were from his district.
Yes,
he wanted to just make sure everybody was okay.
Right.
But they thought he was there, so all of a sudden there's a shootout. They shoot a couple people with him, and then they all start drinking Kool-Aid. It's like with the whatever that shit was in. What was the
cyanide?
Cyanide, yeah. And it's like they could have just
instant death.
Yeah, they could have just let him visit, and he would have left.
Yeah,
because he's on foreign soil. They can't do anything.
Yeah,
no.
There's nothing that they can do, other than be like, "Man, you're fucked up," and leave. That's it. That's all.
It's so messed
It's
up.
a hilarious story.
If you have a bunch of money to give me, I'll just pretend I didn't see anything.
And the audio from that when they were all drinking it, because there's audio of the moment.
Yeah, right.
And they're all, you can hear people are not having a good time.
No.
And there's this woman that you could tell she was black. She was like, it's all right, y'all. It's just bitter. It's just a little bitter. And they're all just fucking bonging fucking cyanide.
She was like, put it in reverse, Terry. No, sorry. You ever seen that video, right?
Yeah.
No.
You never seen Terry light off the fireworks in his wheelchair?
You never seen Terry?
Oh, man.
It's hilarious.
No.
It's a classic now. I'll send it to you.
I've not.
I'll send it to you. And you can.
Yeah.
It's one of those regular things you watch on the 4th of July weekend now.
I will definitely have to see this.
They're trying to include him into the festivities.
They should throw him in.
But
Terry,
his wheelchair all of a sudden stopped working.
He couldn't reverse Terry.
Oh Lord!
Yeah,
just play the audio.
I guarantee I've never.
Did
seen
you put it on
this.
our thing? The people will hear the audio, but I can't show it. But we
yeah.
Here's Terry. You'll hear the audio.
I will send you the original.
Okay, here, Al. You can just watch it. There.
Hold the hand, Chico. Hey, hold on.
It's Terry in the wheelchair.
He's in a wheelchair doing some fireworks.
Oh, that's nice. They're including Terry.
Yeah, let old Terry light it. That was someone's idea.
Yeah.
Let old Terry.
Bag up, Terry. Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. What you doing, Terry?
He's trying to put it in reverse.
Oh man.
Terry had a rough go there.
Oh, Lord. I don't know. The laughing at the end might have been the best part of it,
know.
though.
Terry.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord, Terry.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Andrew, I need the link to this video.
It's
Oh,
fantastic.
that's a few years old. I'm surprised.
Yeah, it's pretty old, yeah.
We'll, I don't know, do something. We'll find a way to get to you.
It's probably on YouTube.
Oh wait, I can post it in the chat, can't I?
Yeah, posted there's probably a YouTube video of it.
Yeah, there's also a song on someone's album too.
Yeah.
All right, how does YouTube work here? Okay.
Out loud.
It's like, he would sound like he was in church.
Yeah.
But he wasn't.
You got carded.
Yeah, a lot of these talking points are from weeks ago when we should have done the show.
But no one else knows that.
No, yeah, I don't remember. Like,
Yeah, I went in, and you know how I just pay with my phone now?
Yeah.
I never bring my wallet anywhere, so I can't lose it. That's other than my work truck, in case I get
yeah.
But anywhere else, I don't bring it because I'm 43 and I'm grayed up, and I figured why bring it?
Right.
And I went into 7-Eleven and I set the beer on the counter. She's like, "You got your ID?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You got to have your ID." I go, "I'm 43 years old." She goes, "Well, you got to have ID." And I said, "Oh, you know what? I got a wallet thing with I have my license on here."
On your phone.
Yeah. And I go, "Here you go." She goes, "That doesn't work." I said, "Why?" "I can't scan it." I go, "But you can see that I'm 43 and I got gray
They
hair."
scan your ID.
They scan. I said, "Why do you need to?"
Some places do, yeah.
I was like, "Why do you need to scan it?" "Well, it's so I not make a mistake." I'm like,
She must have been new, huh?
I was like, "You know what? I'll just come back later." And I never came back.
Yeah.
I didn't even actually. I was so aggravated I didn't even drink that night. I'm like, forget it. What's up, man? What's up, Promised Land?
What up, cuz?
What's up, man?
What's up, cuz?
Yeah. So that I don't know. I think isn't the rule like if they look under 35 or something, you card them?
They say that's what the rule is.
Yeah, if it's under 35, you don't have to.
I don't look under 35.
But like when they started doing that, I think like certain places like Rite Aid, it does not matter. They do not care how old you are. You have to show ID.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No matter what. Even if you're an old, decrepit old man or woman, does not matter.
Yeah, it's the
They were just like, fuck it, we're not even going to deal with this if you look 35 thing.
yeah, no exceptions.
Yeah.
Basically, you
Cover
have
their
to-
ass. That's what everybody's
Yeah,
doing now.
CYA,
Cover their
man.
ass. CYA.
Yeah, because of the one person that'll go there and smash into someone. "I bought beer at Rite Aid."
Yeah. They sold to me knowing I was too intoxicated.
Yeah,
It's all their fault.
it's still the person's fault. They did the drinking and driving, though.
I know.
And that always fucking pissed me off, though. Like, there's like certain establishments. You heard stories about like someone dying of alcohol poisoning, and they're able to like sue the dude. You're the one drinking.
Yeah.
You like, okay, this guy didn't know his limit. That's his fault.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree.
It's like, I've nearly drank myself to death. 100% my fault. I've done it a couple times. There's no one else to blame but me.
I don't believe that bartenders should be liable in a situation like that. But
I mean, I guess there's a certain type of person that's so addicted that they're a danger to themselves. Maybe you could, but even then, it's still ultimately your fault.
maybe there's an ethical thing where if you see somebody's that wasted and you keep serving them, yeah, I guess maybe you can get in trouble. But
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, you lift the guy's head up and pour. Here you go.
yeah, that's
Well,
obviously dangerous.
As a bartender, yeah, like you are supposed to be aware of how intoxicated. If somebody's getting intoxicated to the point where they can't stand up straight and
Supposed
stuff,
to ask them to leave, right?
yeah, you have to stop serving them and really like you got to watch like them leaving because if they get in the car, technically you're supposed to do something about it, like call the police.
So you got to be a snitch.
But you got to be
That's another one of those things, though. It's retarded to me. If drinking and driving is illegal and they're going to enforce it all the time, why do bars even have parking lots?
right.
They should just parking lots should be banned.
Yeah,
At that point,
they should ban them.
Like, okay, we don't have parking lot. Why? Because you can't drink and drive. It's weird. Some cops will hang out by certain bars, and then they won't hang out by others.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, this is where all the drunks are. Go here.
Yeah, but they always hang out at the shittiest bars, waiting outside of those places. It's like those people are going to the shitty bar, which means they're poor. You should be hanging outside the richer bars.
Where you're going to get your money.
You get more money.
Oh no! They can't do that. They can't do that because they always got to fuck with the poor people. They don't fuck with rich people because rich people bring their lawyers in and they get off.
Well, yeah, if you get a DUI, you can buy your way out of it.
Yeah.
I've heard it many times.
Yes.
You told me.
Yes.
Kent's told me.
I bought my way out.
You did the fucking Vince Neil.
I technically should have like 7 of them.
Hey, man. You have the money.
There's reasons that I was really, really broke when I shouldn't have been at certain times in my life.
Yeah, hell, you're making $80 an hour.
Yeah,
Why
right.
are you broke all the time?
They're like, dude, didn't you make like fucking $1,400 a week? Yeah.
Well, or their lawyers are friends with the judge.
It's
I went to
true.
law school
It's
with
true.
him.
Rich people have better lawyers, but I had one of those better lawyers, and he charged me a lot of money to make things disappear.
What's his name? No.
Yeah. His name is what?
Schwartz. No.
Yeah, Schwartz. Rothstein. Andy Rothstein.
Greenbaum.
Yeah, right.
Norman?
I'll never forget this one guy come to my work. His name was Muhammad. He just
Muhammad Atta?
he got shook down. Hold on now. Yeah, Mike. I don't want to get going about
Oh,
Rothstein
gosh.
around Mike.
Oh, no.
Here we go.
But he got like his van like randomly raided and searched, and he wasn't a terrorist. So so he's like, he comes into my work. He's like, yeah, we're gonna sue him because I got me a good Jew lawyer.
Holy shit.
That's terrible.
But he's Arabic, so they just blended it out.
Oh,
I'm like, yeah, you're gonna win then. I'll tell you
yeah,
that.
you should at least get the charges, busted down a little bit.
Yeah, that was funny when he said that. We all started dying laughing. So yeah, you're gonna get away with it, all right. You're gonna make some money.
You're good.
Mine was not of the Jewish faith.
No.
Oh.
He was Italian.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the second best.
He still did a decent job.
That's-
he did a really good job.
That's second best. They're connected too.
Yeah.
They're like,
He was-
hey, let McLean off.
He was mobbed up.
Yeah. Okay, my cousin Vinny Nunzio.
Here's what we're gonna
Judge,
do.
yeah.
Here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna go down here and you're gonna talk to Vinny.
Sure hope my wife's
That's
not
my
listening.
cousin.
Please don't let my wife
Hey,
do this.
going, oh no, a young Jew boy.
Oh, no. What do we do? So we got somebody listening. There's a totally real person whose name is A Young Jaboy.
Yeah.
How's it going, man?
A young Jew boy. Jaboy.
Jaboy.
Yeah, that's how you say it, right?
Yeah.
A young Jew boy.
I bet he's a
July.
listener that likes only the first half of American History X.
Jesus.
Got shitty later.
That's my favorite cattle.
Oh man! All right, I'm not going to read any of your comments. All right. James Hetfield.
Fireworks.
Oh, yeah.
James Hetfield's having mental issues.
So is that what the deal was? Because they canceled a show, and I thought it was because somebody got COVID.
No, he had because James has struggled with,
Yeah, with
booze and stuff.
Yes.
but I guess he was having self-worth issues. For this is my cousin's platform. But he was doing. I guess he'd said he was having like I'm just old, being a cover band of yourself kind of realization. We don't, wanting to be relevant, not just live off of what they've done before. And he's just feeling really bummed out. I'm like, dude, that's called getting old, man.
Yeah, but like all these bands that still tour, they tour on their own shit. They don't go out and go, here, check out our new album, because if somebody paid $300 to fucking see them, they sure as fuck don't want to see their new album.
Yeah. Well, dude, James, your catalog's solid, man. Everybody digs it.
Yes.
There's nothing to worry
Yes.
about. I mean, has there been anybody that's wrote a full-on hit, like a new hit after 50? Can you even do that?
I don't think.
Your creativity kind of goes away when you're not mad and young anymore.
Yeah, I can't,
You would think it wouldn't matter, being an athlete, it kind of ends, at some point.
Yeah,
You could
I
do
can't think of any band that did, I mean, there's bands that have put, a solid effort out, their album was decent, but no, to say that they put some kind of crazy hit or, no.
Was it,
Although
Aerosmith was kind of old when they just, they weren't super old, but they were a little bit old when that their second part of their they had the
Yeah,
early part,
the drug-free career.
Yeah, and then they kind of had a reboot in the 90s.
Yeah.
Were they like our age now, maybe? Something like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. So maybe 40's the upper limit of, making good music.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 45 at the top. The sheer count.
Yeah. No, I mean,
Yeah, sure. Well,
I got like the one that, and I mean, I guess you got to be I'm a huge David Bowie fan, but the last album he did, which was released like right when he died,
Yeah.
is fantastic.
It is.
I haven't heard it.
It's fantastic, and he's never disappointed me. I mean, like some of his albums aren't as good as others, but that album's really, really fucking good. And he was what 69 years old, 68 years old.
He was up there.
Yeah, I
He
think
was up there.
I want to say that when what's the song from Armageddon that they did,
I don't want to miss a thing.
which is a huge giant mega hit,
yes, for a crappy ass movie.
but Steven Tyler was 50 when that came out.
Okay.
Okay, that's the upper limit.
But
There it
they
is.
didn't write that shit. So does it count?
Oh.
No, what?
No.
Some country singer wrote it, right?
No, I can't think of
How old was Cher when she did
What's
that?
her
The Do You Believe?
Oh, like 150.
she's about 155.
That's pretty
Yeah.
old.
Yeah, so she counts. Because I mean, she's about 600 now, I think.
Diane Warren wrote it.
She's
Oh, okay.
she's Armenian.
Also known for writing Rhythm of the Night by DeBarge.
Uh,
Plus a bunch of other songs.
What? I thought they wrote that.
She did a bunch of Celine Dion songs and some other stuff. Then she
All
said,
right,
I'm going
who-
to write for Aerosmith next.
what's up, Candace? How you doing?
Oh, hey, thanks, Andrew.
Who's
Candace
who's
Candace is a mommy now.
Yeah, hey, congratulations.
We are happy. We've had
Welcome to having no money.
talent. Yeah, more talent from our show that are broke from having kids. No, we're real happy for you, Candace.
Yeah,
Glad
honestly,
hope
congratulations.
you and Tyler are doing good. Everything looks great. Diane Warren wrote that. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
But no. Some songwriters can write songs really late in life.
Yes.
But can you write and perform
I don't
Can't think of
know.
anybody.
both things?
I mean, a lot started out as songwriters for other people,
Yeah.
and some of them like never really had their own big hits.
No.
Yeah. Well,
So
you can have the knowledge but not the gift,
right,
or you can have the gift but not the knowledge.
Maybe Prince.
Prince.
Did
Yes.
he, though? Well,
Prince.
after 50?
I know.
I don't know that
Wouldn't-
there's much of anything that Prince didn't touch that wasn't gold.
But wouldn't
In my
you
opinion.
might like it, but it might not have.
his
Like,
his live show was never bad.
Are we talking about I guess if we're talking about hits like Billboard hits, I don't know if he did anything after 50.
Whatever.
Because he died at what 58.
He
He
did.
wrote for a lot of other artists too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So
No,
he could have wrote a hit song for somebody else after that age, but yeah, I guess.
he wrote Manic Monday,
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
and that woman is still hot at like 70 or whatever the fuck she
Susanna
is.
Hoff.
She still looks phenomenal.
Dude, I have her on my Instagram. I watch her. She does daily affirmations every day. I love them. She's so cool. She's so cool.
She's only 63.
Yeah, and she's freaking beautiful.
She is.
She's only she still looks great.
Yeah. And
mean-
she's like she's very health conscious, and I just like
Yeah, I can
every day she does like these little videos. You got assaulted by Vince Neil? That's kind of rules. Nothing compares to you. Yes.
I got assaulted.
Well,
by this
you're
girl.
naming off songs that he did when he was like 30, though. He wrote those songs like when he was real young. We're talking about like, has anybody wrote a hit after they were 50?
Yeah,
That's like
and written and performed.
and
both.
performed it. Yes.
Because I mean,
Because you could write for somebody else.
Johnny
and-
Cash did that album with all the other young guys'
Yeah.
hits, and it was great.
Yes.
But they were all other guys'
Oh,
hits.
Yeah.
that version of Hurt is better than 9 Inch Nails version, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think that's not, I think it's better than Trent Reznor's version.
And then when you're Trent Reznor, that's another example of like some metal guys can hang on a little while too.
Yeah.
But Trent Reznor, when you're that, like, his music was so dark and the performances were so over the top that like he was done at like 32.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, but all he does is composing movie music now. He's won 2 Oscars.
Yeah.
he
Well,
looks
yeah.
really healthy now.
Oh yeah, steroids to do that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about. Big Bird. That like they did like in their 40s. It was kind of the second. It was like
Yes.
there was drugged Aerosmith and then undrugged Aerosmith, and they wrote a string of hits.
You know what, guys?
You know?
I can't believe I didn't think of it. But whether you like him or not, Ozzy Osbourne was pretty old.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yep, he sure
how
was.
old was he when
I was just gonna say something.
When he first started making music with Zakk Wylde, it was still pretty good. No More Tears is a great song.
Yeah,
he might have been 50 by then.
he was. He probably was close to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that album, that No More Tears, because I'm not the hugest Ozzy fan, but that was still pretty good stuff.
He just did a song with somebody else. Like they're playing it all the time on the radio. Jeff Beck. Yeah, and like they're talking about like it's a really good song. I have not heard it though.
Like Big Bird, like we were saying, the problem with Aerosmith is they might have had big hits after 50, but they weren't writing them themselves. Diane Warren, Desmond Child, a bunch of other people doing the writing for them.
Desmond Child wrote for everybody.
Although that Just Push Play, which I hated that fucking song. Remember they'd use that for the Chrysler commercials? They wrote that.
Oh, okay.
I think they wrote that Pink song, which
right, but
fucking sucked too.
But did they write it after they were 50? Did
close.
Did Graceland at 45? Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about after 50?
Yeah.
Wow, he was 45 at that. Yeah, he was around 45 because he's like 80.
Yeah, that's true.
Elvis died at Graceland.
That's true. He did.
Graceland's a fantastic album. You're right.
Yeah.
I didn't appreciate it as much. I liked it when I was a kid when it came out, but I didn't appreciate it until like more recently. I've played that whole album and like it's an extremely impressive, really great album. There's a lot of albums that I didn't appreciate when I was younger that like I've found that I love later in my life, but I guess that's makes sense. You start your tastes change,
Yeah,
or you just become more seasoned to like the sound of an album. Like it may not have been bad, it just wasn't like your thing. When you were younger.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
that's true.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I listen to French jazz. I don't know what the fuck they're saying, but I love this band, Paris Combo. I fucking love them. I don't know what the fuck she's saying, but her voice is so beautiful and the music's so like poppy and weird and carnival sounding. I listen to it and I go for my walks with it.
I listen to a lot of shit, dark electronica, and they're singing in German. I don't even know what's being said.
No,
but I listen to it all the time. I assume it's something about dying and death, but I don't really know.
Cool.
The only one I know is like there's one that I learned the lyrics to because it's really easy. It's called Reich mir de Hand. That means reach me your hand.
Yeah.
Or our translation, give me your hand. Like, come with him to the darkness.
Okay.
That's a good song. But I don't. But he says it really slow.
And now you speak fluent German.
Yeah. And I'm going to get the Reich back going. And we're going to fix a lot of problems.
The Sacred Reich.
Queen's Reich.
Queen's Reich.
And they were on tour with Metallica for a while, and they got booed off the stage all the time.
Well, good. That's what they deserve.
Yeah, that was like
on the Black album, I think, wasn't it?
I saw them when it happened. I thought it was before then, but it might have been the Black album.
Might have been Justice.
Yeah, I think it might have been Justice because I'm pretty sure I was pretty young, and I remember when they were getting booed off the stage at multiple shows. They were getting booed.
It's like a rite of passage, though, because you could be a great band, but if you're not, you could be the greatest band ever, but if you like play a hardcore show, you're going to get booed off the stage.
Yeah.
So it's really you got to be put with the right people.
And like some of that really early Queensryche really wasn't that great. They really they were great musicians, but like they didn't put really good songs together. They had a few good, decent ones.
I never liked them.
When Operation Mindcrime came out, that was like their hit. That was what really put them, like, people started to respect them more. I was never that huge of a fan either, though.
I watched that movie Anvil about the band Anvil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were going like, they were on some festival, and that festival was known for every band on that festival, like, made it, like GNR.
Yeah.
All these, they're like, but one band, for some reason, and I listened to all their music. I'm like, they didn't make it because their music sucked.
They sucked ass.
Yeah, like
I didn't like their music.
Dude, they were talking about like how great they were and stuff, and then I listened to it and I'm like, this is not that good.
No,
the drummer is phenomenal.
Yeah, but I was just like, I'm not that big of a fan of this music. So
and I like thrash.
Yeah,
and it was thrash, and I didn't even like it.
Right, exactly. I'm like, dude, I love thrash metal. I mean,
And they were a thrash band, and I'm like,
I mean,
they weren't that good.
Metallica, Slayer, Megadeth, Exodus, Anthrax. I mean, I love all those bands. Yeah, I'm like, no, this band's not that good. Yeah, you're right though. The drummer is fantastic.
Yeah, he was really good.
Yeah,
but to be fair, their documentary was phenomenal.
It's great.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
And the guy has a pretty good sense of humor about himself. I've seen interviews with him. He's a cool guy. Lips or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Just the music wasn't happening.
They played through Fender amps too.
But their one hit was Metal on Metal.
Yeah.
And it's not a great
No.
that was their top hit. I'm like, dude, this sounds like something you'd see at a local like we would write that song when we were like 19.
There was certain bands like that dude I worked for that was like all about Metal Church, and he said, yeah, Metallica's famous because Metal Church wrote all their albums.
Oh,
I go,
God.
dude, there's no way in hell that Metal Church wrote a bunch of great albums for Metallica because Metal Church wrote a bunch of shitty albums for themselves.
Yeah, that's to cover it up.
I like the song Metal Church.
That's about it. Everything else pretty much fucking sucked.
Yeah.
They gave all this good stuff for Metallica because they paid more.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, people always do that. There's a band called Exhorter that was like Pantera before Pantera. I'm like, oh, cool, I'm gonna check it out. And they stole all their shit, and I listened to it. I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah,
Exhorter sucks. They're not as good as Pantera. That's why they're not well known.
There's this band. They're just like Pantera, except they suck.
Yeah, that's like me. Radio Underground. We're the best podcast. It's just people steal our ideas. And no, we don't grow because we suck. Okay, that's the way it is.
You said something about Metal Church, and it just made me think about this. I've been listening to a lot of classic stuff, like Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh, me too.
Oh,
yeah. His album Swass.
Yes, don't you wish your boyfriend was Swass like
me? Swass. That had Buttermilk Biscuits and Posse on Broadway.
Yeah,
and his version of Iron Man. But you ever heard he like Iron Man like Black Sabbath, but he rapped, so it wasn't the same words as his version.
Yes,
and it was like a metal song. I'm like, oh, I wonder who did that. It was all Metal Church did the music for it.
Oh, really?
That's not a joke either.
Well,
it's not saying
because they're from Seattle.
Responsible. Yeah, exactly.
Here's the thing, I'm not saying that's like
they were responsible for Metallica, grunge, and Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Like they had good musicians playing in the band. Yeah. Their singer sucked.
Yeah.
And there was other bands like that. I was like, man, too bad their fucking singer sucks, because they'd probably be pretty good,
Creator sounds like Megadeth, but if bad.
Yeah,
that's true.
Not a fan of Creator. Not a fan of the German sound there.
I didn't mind Creator, to be honest, but
the
overall, yeah,
because they went through like they kind of changed their style for several albums.
Here's Metal Church. See, that's a cool riff.
Yeah,
but he's doing. I
can see where you could think that they're exactly like Metallica,
right? But like, listen, that guitar is badass. That riff's awesome.
That's a great guitar.
But his voice
riff.
is horrible. His voice sucks.
Well, that's that one meme that I created with that guy going fucking off to that song, but Tim Ripper Owens was singing it.
Yeah.
Paul Baloff, he was the original Exodus singer.
Yeah. He died. He partied himself out.
Yeah.
I also hate
Paul held back Exodus. You're right, because Steve Souza, like when they did like Toxic Waltz, when they did that album, and then beyond that, that's they were really good.
Yeah. When guys though aren't going to make it long when they're like 27 and their hair was like gray, but not necessarily just the gray. It has that like no life, that doll hair look to it. And he had that. So I was like, yeah, this guy's beard like kills your hair.
Well, hey man, like look at what's his name from Quiet Riot, Kevin DuBrow. He was losing his hair before he even started, and then went and had fake hair put on. Man,
at one point we saw a concert, and it was after they did their behind the music and stuff.
Yeah,
his hair looked like a fucking like a judge from a 19th century British court, but looked just brown.
He went and had all that giant hair put on. Yeah,
like,
he was
like
balding.
The House of Lords. He was like in the House of
even
Lords.
Even Gary Spivey was like, dude, what the fuck?
You know what's funny is there was a band called the House of Lords that some of Quiet Riot formed,
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, they got it from his hair.
Yeah, they did.
Does it look like?
It's kind of funny you brought that up.
Fucking
I'm
mane
George
of-
fucking
I think-
Washington.
I
Listen
think
to my
that,
songs.
yeah. Welcome to the British courts.
Yeah. His hair was so. When they did
It
their
was.
behind the music, he had that fucking mane.
Yeah.
It was
Like,
it was an unpowdered
Did
wig.
you guys saw like bang your head and
Yeah,
like,
his hair was terrible.
Yeah, he had
Yeah, I think it's a good idea to put a walk-in mat on your fucking head. It looks real.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, I mean, look, if you can enhance your looks to a point, I get it. I mean, I'd like to fucking have not so much gray, maybe dye it one day. I don't know if I will or not.
Well,
But
At our age, it doesn't matter.
yeah, but to take it that far, like, come on, man.
But-
Everybody knows that shit's fake.
here's my thing. Like my hair is thinned out so much from this chemo and then being sick. So if it doesn't grow back, yeah, you better believe I'm gonna look into it.
Yeah.
Just don't get the fucking.
I'm not gonna go get like doll hair put on my head or
Yeah,
nothing.
I'm gonna be
Al
honest.
got the side swirling
I'm
hair.
gonna be
Give me
honest
a-
with you how it looks.
He just got like, hey, look at my new hair.
I'm gonna go get me some weaves and shit. No, but I'm gonna be like, hey,
I'm
is there?
Cy Sperling.
I'm not only the president. I'm also a client.
Coming back.
No shit, Cy. We can tell.
Yeah, but
Al-
no.
Al's got dreadlocks.
yeah. No, I grew this.
I'm getting back
No,
into
I
the
grew-
Seattle thing.
I grew this since last week. No, but I'll definitely go like, hey man, I need to know if like, is this shit gonna grow back or not? I'll go have the fucking that free testing. Fuck yeah. I'm vain, man. I don't like my head shaved. I look fucking weird with a head
Like,
shaved.
the only thing I'll do, like, if I get some sort of corrective surgery that to help my looks, is, and it's only if I lose weight and keep it off. So if I ever get into a decent weight and keep it off, I'm getting my titties sucked off. You know, they do the
Yeah. Get the extra skin.
Getting my titties sucked off.
You know, The Rock had that done.
That sounded naughty.
But you know, they can do the lipo.
Yeah.
You know, because if you get in good shape and you still got hangy titties,
Drop.
I'm already writing the
That's a drop.
writing the porn. I'm already writing the script,
Get
the
my titties
screenplay,
sucked off.
the screenplay for Mike's Titty Suck.
yeah, I'm having them go in there. But I can't just do it the minute I lose weight. You got to keep it off.
Yeah.
Otherwise, if we get fat again, it's going to happen again.
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
you know, that's
Or you could-
that's the one thing I'll do.
Or you could have like a big gut and flat chested after that. Yeah. That'll be really weird.
I'm afraid like even if I get lean, I'm going to look like Big Lenny for the rest of my life. Like no matter what I do, I'm going to always have a gut. It's like I'm at 2% body fat, but I still have a gut somehow. Jesus Christ. It's going to be all that fucking overeating I did for 43 years. I fucking wrecked my fucking hormones. Just destroyed them.
How's Jay Masters doing?
He's doing good,
the
man.
hospital and everything?
He's not out. He's still. But the thing was, everybody assumed Jay Masters is from the Delray Misfits and
he's a big fat guy.
big heavy power lifter.
Yes.
And it became a shock to no one that he got ill.
Yeah.
But his lungs were filled. His lungs and legs. He's a truck driver like me, but over the road.
Mm-hmm.
And he's 10 years older and heavier than me. He's just a big dude.
He's also a big smoker and
He's a
drinker.
He drinks like daily, and he smokes when he drinks. Anyways, he got blood clots, and he went like I said, I showed you guys that he had that like seizure event.
Yeah.
On one of his live streams.
I thought the video just locked up, but it was actually.
Yeah, he just.
Yeah, we thought the video locked up. No, that was a seizure.
So Jay, he was I thought it was 10 days. It was 14 days. He was put into a medically induced coma.
Wow.
But he came out of it, and it's not looking like it's going to be too bad for him.
The human body.
He probably won't be the same again, but.
Yeah, but the human body is resilient, man.
Yeah,
It is. It's fucking amazing.
And everybody was assuming there ain't no way Jay's going to live. He lived.
There were so many little things that I was dealing with that nobody even knew about, and I swear to God, that time in the hospital, once they cut that cancer out and they were pumping me with all those fluids, so much shit, man.
Oh, yeah. Dude,
my gums were bleeding all the time. They were swollen and bleeding for fucking like a year.
really?
Yeah, because of the cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. It's one of the things one of the symptoms.
Like now, when
they were swelling and they weren't they weren't rotting. They were swelling and bleeding every time I brushed my teeth.
Yeah, wow.
Gross.
It went away immediately.
Wow.
Immediately.
Crazy.
I was shocked that when Jay got sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That didn't happen. I was shocked it didn't happen sooner.
I was shocked that he was still alive.
Yeah.
I was shocked that it didn't
I
happen
barely
many,
know who the
many
dude
times
was.
before.
You've played a few clips for me, and I've seen him, and I'm like, yeah, how's this dude alive? Because that is the dude that was working out and was literally like bleeding out the side of his head when he was doing it.
That's Jay.
Yeah.
And he did the he was constantly having, like, him and Lenny both, they'd go back and forth who was having health issues.
Yeah.
And then a couple days before he went in the hospital, he's like, he's like, I'm not going to be drinking for a while. Something's wrong. And he's like, I'm having trouble breathing. If I had a drink last night, I wouldn't have made it through the night. And he was kind of feeling a little better because he stopped drinking. And then it fucking happened again, and he went, Yeah, I was listening to old Pac. It's just, he's too much. Like, I wouldn't tell you guys, hey, go check out J Matt, because some of his shit's really offensive. I mean, it's over the top offensive. As bad as you can think of, it's that.
Yeah.
But but when I was listening to one of his live streams, he's like, I like how a tiger fucks. He goes, it bites the female on the neck while he's fucking her. He goes, I wish I could do that, but I don't have a long enough torso.
That's fantastic.
He just comes up with these stupid sayings.
I like how a tiger fucks.
And like he just randomly said it.
That's great.
And then that time that Lenny admitted to banging some little gay guy.
Oh my God.
Because Lenny's, does trannies or whatever.
Yeah.
And Lenny's telling the story about, he goes, these girls lured me in the bathroom, then they had this little gay guy there.
Yeah,
so
right.
He goes, so I started banging him because they dared me to.
They dared him to.
And then he goes, and then Jay goes, I'd have fucked that little twink too.
Candace, he needs to get with a midget, then he can bite her neck.
Yeah,
that's true.
That's true. But I like how both of them.
Candace, you're quite wise.
Yes,
you are. That is a good. There is a solution.
Yes.
Jay's 6'1". He might get away with just a shorter woman. Maybe not even full.
Yeah,
midget.
like almost midget. Like.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bad word, I know, but
whatever. Little person. I think that's more degrading.
I think.
Well, here.
It doesn't little person sound like, hey, little buddy.
It was Work Smarter, not hard.
Yeah.
It was John Mulaney that said something about a midget, and they're like, no, you can't say
That's
that.
as bad as saying
That's
the
as
N-word.
bad as the N-word. He goes, no, it's not, because you said that, you midget.
You didn't say
the N-word.
Yeah. It's true.
It's a good point.
That automatically means that that's the worst word.
That's as bad as the N-word. No, it's not.
Well, another difference is I can say it to a midget without getting my ass whooped.
Right.
Well, yeah, he can't reach that high.
Whether he wants to do it or not. Yeah. By the way, my dad's 5'2", so you can't come at me.
Speaking of midgets, my dad. No.
I got a lot of midget friends.
Oh.
During the 60s, my family used to be nice to midgets when no one else was.
Yeah. It's true. Because you always need someone going to those crawl spaces. They're perfect.
Were they?
Clean out your crawl space or your attic or something. Like, go up there.
Yeah, they use them in
Huey.
the Vietnam War.
Yeah.
Getting out those tunnels.
There you go, climbing in the rat holes, right?
Yeah. That's what my dad said. He goes, thank God I didn't get drafted.
That's what he would have been doing.
Yeah, because he's 5'2".
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
They would have put him right in.
Even a tunnel rat.
Yep, you're going in there,
Yep.
Luck.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's another one I forgot about when we were talking about Fred Ward a couple of weeks ago. He was the tunnel rat in Uncommon Valor with Gene Hackman. It's one of my favorite movies, too.
Wait, who?
Fred Ward.
Oh, yeah. The late, great Fred Ward.
They great.
That hasn't really hit me that he died.
I know. Still haven't got over it yet.
Yeah.
Fucking no.
Him and Mike Haggerty.
Oh, yeah.
Good old Mike Haggerty.
Mike.
I don't think anybody else died.
There hasn't been any
Exciting deaths.
No, nothing really.
No exciting deaths.
Yeah, I mean, like
Nothing that moves the
basically, I
needle.
think it was like right around then. It was Ray Liotta and then them guys, and then there hasn't been any. Come on, celebrities.
Start dying.
What the fuck? We need a show to talk about here, man. Come on.
Oh, we're talking about music and stuff.
Go get another booster shot.
Yes, we were.
I want to go back to the music real quick, especially the metal music, because do you guys remember Metal Edge magazine?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
It's back.
Oh, really?
In digital format only.
Oh, well.
But it's coming back.
What about, like, they need to bring back Circus?
I don't think Circus
and
is
Hit Parader.
Hit Parader.
Teen Tiger Beat.
Oh, well, yeah, that too.
I don't know.
Cream Magazine.
Cream Magazine would be sweet.
Yeah.
But no, Metal Edge is coming back. I saw it on the Facebook. It popped up as a paid advertisement in my Facebooks.
Nice.
It was it's been it ceased operations in 2009, but they're coming back. You can only get it digitally. So if you guys want your subscriptions, sign up now. Pay for it.
What do they charge?
I don't know. I ain't looking at that shit.
Well, and what are they writing about?
Metal
Well, like what metal?
up your ass.
Like this? Is there like new stuff out that I'm?
What they call metal? That isn't.
You know what? I saw. That's a thing I was going to bring up. Well, they're doing like a lot of the stuff like we do. It's like this day in 1984.
Okay.
Dio released their second album.
Okay,
Last
I'm in
Month.
on that one, man.
Like a rainbow.
They'll
star.
probably have an Instagram page too.
The
So.
23rd anniversary of Slipknot's first album.
Okay.
What else? King's X.
I still think
King's
that,
X been around forever.
Happy birthday yesterday to Vito Bratta from White Lion.
Oh,
Oh, there you go.
who retired?
So it's a lot of.
He retired like years ago. He moved back to Swiss or wherever the hell he was from.
This week in 1988, Striper released their fourth studio album. And God
there you
Returns.
go.
To hell with the devil.
Oh, this one's talking about Poison's new tour and how they canceled shows.
Yeah, because Brett
Striper.
Michaels had a
Unforeseen medical complication.
he's diabetic. He's type 1 diabetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had an unforeseen complication from a shot.
Yeah.
If you guys would believe that.
Yeah.
I wonder if I wish I would have had. I think I'm gonna get one of those this diabetic thing. Not the ones you got to poke. The ones you can like put it on the skin.
Yeah.
Because when someone passes out, I would want to test everyone.
This article is from a couple days ago, and they released the 2023 Monsters of Rock cruise lineup.
All right.
We haven't talked about one of those cruises.
We're gonna
in a
go on a
while.
Oh, yeah.
You guys
COVID
want
cruise?
You guys want to know who's on it?
Yes.
Yes.
Confirmed bands include Tesla,
Yes.
Okay.
Michael Schenker,
Okay.
Winger,
Winger.
Queensryche,
We were just shitting on them a minute ago.
Saxon.
Saxon.
Is it with Bruce? Probably not.
I don't know. Extreme.
There you go.
Yeah. Faster Pussycat.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Great White.
Oh.
Probably
all right.
not. Probably not the.
No pyro.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
No Pyro. I don't think it's Jack Russell either. I
No,
think
it's not.
the
They
other
kicked
guys.
him
Oh,
out.
okay.
Yeah.
Kicks.
He's good. Kicks.
Don't close your eyes.
Yeah.
And Striper.
Oh, boy.
Also including Vandenberg. I don't know them. Autograph.
Autograph.
There you go. Turn up the radio.
read it. Loudness.
Oh! Whoa!
Loudness. Max Sabbath.
Oh, yeah. Max Sabbath,
Yep.
dude.
That's about all I know.
That's a good.
John Corabi will be there.
There you go.
And
John Corabi.
hosted by Eddie Trunk.
John Corabi, who, yeah, from that metal show.
Yeah.
Yep.
And John Corabi, the guy who's like basically taken over whenever any major band kicks a singer out.
Yeah.
He's a merc, dude.
Yeah.
But you can
Well,
plug him in.
he was in a band called Scream, and then he joined Motley Crue.
But you can plug him in anywhere.
And then he was in Rat.
It's 5 days, 5 nights.
5 days. 5 nights.
$16.99 a person.
Yeah. Only
Starting
thing
at
I didn't
$16.99.
hear Rad on that list. That would have made it perfect.
Yes,
This
it would
one's
have.
I know Piercy's got cancer right now. And,
Yeah, yeah.
But who knows how he's doing? But
I-
he looked pretty good the last time I saw
Yeah.
him.
What the hell is Wigwam?
Wigwam? That is something that
It's a Native American.
No,
building.
it's a band. That's what I'm
something
wondering
that
if you guys
the
knew what it
Indians
was.
live in, right?
Yeah. Asians.
Well, yeah, the American ones,
They're savages,
not the other
so we made it
country
go
ones.
west.
But yeah, this kind of stuff you get on Metal Edge magazine, guys.
Wigwams.
No,
That's a band.
the music stuff.
oh,
So, but while I was looking through Metal Edge, something else popped into my my feed.
What?
You guys ready? You guys want to go to Illinois and see a jam band festival?
No.
Sorry, jam band psychedelic indie fest. It's called Sacred Rose.
You know,
fuck, is Fish gonna be there?
you know,
No.
you know what we ought to do?
Then yes,
Because you guys already don't drink or do drugs.
right.
So we ought to just go and be the only sober people at one of them festivals that stays the whole time.
Yeah, and then just be like
miserable the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and then just be like, that sucked.
You
now I see why you guys do drugs.
You're doing drugs because you don't really want to be here.
That's why you guys do all those drugs, because this shit sucks.
Yeah.
I was looking through the lineup, and I was like, you know what? I know one person, so we shouldn't go to this anyway.
37-minute guitar solo.
Phil Lesh and Friends.
Oh,
Right,
Phil
so that
Lesh.
means that
Lesh.
pretty much the dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, great. Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Phil Lesh and Friends is actually Phil Lesh and Wilco.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Or they also call it for short Philco.
Right.
Humphreys McGee, I've heard of them.
So,
That's about it.
I can't. We've done it before.
So when it's all over, we can be
jam
like,
bands. I hate them.
So when it's all over, we could just be standing there at the front of the stage and go, "That was the longest song ever."
Yeah.
There's all kinds of art.
It was
exhibits.
like 4 days.
know,
arts and exhibits. You mean a bunch of fucking acid heads are fucking making necklaces?
Yeah, the problem is if we meet other sober
What
people
did
there, they'll be
Deadhead
weirder
say when
than
he ran out of
everyone
weed?
else. This music sucks.
What did Deadhead say when he ran out of weed? This music sucks. That's it, man.
You know, there's so many activities that are probably would be boring and horrible if you weren't drunk or high. You couldn't tolerate it.
I'm sure. Yeah.
You know, and jam bands is one of them.
They have they have ultimate frisbee, hacky sack competition.
Of course they do.
You can buy any bong you want.
Yeah.
Well,
It sounds great.
Oh yeah, like that's what's it. All the arts and crafts are going to be people that are making things to smoke weed out of,
They have a layaway plan for tickets.
and
They actually have a layaway plan.
yeah, because none of those fuckers got jobs. All they do is make their money selling fucking
28
necklaces at the fucking
$20 down.
or pot
I'm
brownies.
going to go there with a fucking shaker filled with MSG.
Yeah, they're going to be like, all right, here, man. Here, I made some blotters, and I got some weed brownies. Man, come on, I got to pay for this concert, man.
If you want a 3-day pass, just general admission, you want to know how much it is?
Oh, God.
It's cheap, actually.
$500.
$67.23.
That's not bad at all.
For a VIP pass, it's $108
Really?
plus parking.
It's because they know all those people don't have jobs and they're poor.
Yeah.
But it's huge. I mean, like, it's on the campus of the SeatGeek Stadium, which is where the soccer team plays outside of Chicago.
Yeah.
But the you should see the setup for this thing. It's fucking huge.
Yeah.
So
It's going to suck.
Oh, it's gonna fucking suck
It's
really
gonna
bad.
suck.
It's gonna smell
I-
really bad.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
You can count on that.
Yes.
Yeah,
And you know what sucks is
there'd
like
be
I
about,
totally
there'd be about 3 attractive women, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I
they'll
don't
probably
know.
be lesbians.
There's probably actually there would probably be a decent amount of really dirty, filthy, stinky, fucking hot women.
Well, I
Really.
come from a metal background,
Smelly.
and there,
Yeah.
and metal. There's only like
Oh,
four,
no.
4 women at a metal show.
No, hippie concerts are different. No, yeah, they'd
Hairy?
be
No.
hairy, but there'd be some hotties, and but they would probably be all
I
dirty
want
and
to try
filthy.
the tiger sex neck
You know.
bite.
Yeah,
I mean,
try it.
I mean, but I could easily I could get past the stinky part.
Oh yeah, you can.
Whatever.
You can talk yourself into anything.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I don't do.
as long as she's hot, I don't care.
I don't
Yeah.
do drugs. I just like to fuck.
Yeah, as long as she's hot, I don't
Gotta
care.
say it like that.
Here, drink this tea.
It's a mushroom.
Is there
tea.
mushrooms in it? Fuck no.
Yeah. You guys have any some?
Although, I always loved mushrooms, but no, I wouldn't do them.
Can
Not
anybody,
at my age.
Anybody here do a longer cover of Inagata Davida?
Yeah.
The even longer drum solo.
Oh man. Oh, this is my favorite guitar solo, dude. It's been going on for like 60 minutes. Oh, it's almost done, man. It's almost done.
This is track 1 off their album. They got 7 more to go, man.
I wanted to look at the Jericho cruise to see what kind of bands they had going on. And
Jericho's band.
Chris Jericho, the wrestler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His
band.
cruise.
It'll be his band.
Fozzy.
Fozzy,
Yeah.
of course.
Speaking of someone we just talked about a little while ago, obviously not.
Those
the
are all the
original.
guys from Stuck Mojo, Al. That's his
Quiet.
band.
Quiet's Riot, obviously.
Right.
No Kevin DeBrow.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Why not?
Royal Bliss, I've never heard of.
I have.
Raven,
Raven?
which looks like an old band.
They are old, dude. They're like, fuck.
Some kind of Kiss cover band. I think it's all chicks, but they call themselves Priss.
Yeah,
But it's spelled the same way. It's like same font.
it's
This band's called Quarantine, but it's K-U. Wait a second. It looks like fucking Chris Jericho. It is. It's another Chris Jericho band.
Well, it is Jericho Fest.
Chris Jericho has joined forces with bassist PJ Farley, drummer Kent Slucher, and guitarist Joe McGinnis to form the 1980s Kiss cover band called Quarantine with a K. It sounds great, Chris. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, dude.
Never heard of them.
And there'll be another one. There's just going to be another band.
The Dave Spivak Project.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bunch of stuff, but they have all kinds of wrestlers going, too. Chris Jericho will be there.
And
Mark Henry.
Okay.
Mickey James. Two guys I've never heard of. Matt Cardona I've heard of. He's one of the champions now. Nick Aldis never heard of. Sabu, who's awesome. Mike knows who Sabu is.
Yeah.
Your bud Sabu will be there, Mike.
The wrestler?
Yep. Sabu's going to be there. Nope. They have wrestlers that go along it because it's sponsored by Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
I was just going to ask, was Hacksaw there?
Brutus the
Sold
Barber
that dude a bag
Beefcake.
of weed. Brutus the Barber?
Yep. Mike Rotunda. Swaggo's. That's just a Swaggo. I think it's Hornswoggle, yeah.
They probably don't own the rights to the Hornswoggle name.
I thought I saw somebody else, but maybe not. But that's
Sit
it.
here, my back's locking up in that fucking chair.
I bet you that's cheaper than the Monsters of Rock tour. Let's see. It's only 4 days, 4 nights. It doesn't have prices yet.
I'm sure they'll relinquish
Oh wait,
the prices.
pricing and availability. Maybe I should click on the right thing.
You're right.
It is $9.95 per person, double occupancy. So that's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's interior of the ship.
I don't care because if I'm on a ship, I'm gonna be just wasted. So
That's if you
really
do
matter.
2 guests. But if you do more than 2 guests in a room, it's cheaper per person, obviously.
Yeah. I don't care.
Since it's just gonna be you guys, you just pay $9.95.
Yeah.
I ain't going. Yeah, but that was it. That sounds like a good time. If you guys want to go on the Jericho cruise,
I kind of like if I to go on a cruise, I kind of want to go on one that I might be able to bang a chick on.
Yeah.
You know.
then,
Well,
then
see,
the
the-
Monsters
I
of
mean,
Rock
at
might be
least
better.
The more hip and young it is, the less likely we'll
Yeah.
get
oh
pussy.
yeah.
Unless you get so young that they have daddy issues, then maybe that could help. I don't know.
That's what I'm kind of hoping for.
I'm saying just because a Tesla right off the top,
Yeah.
being on Monsters of Rock, that's already a better.
That's right there.
Yeah, right.
It sells it.
Yeah.
And then whoever Michael Schenker is, I don't know who that is.
That he's
Just kidding.
Well, like Tesla,
Scorpions, right?
Tesla's like
originally, yeah, him and his brother.
that's like pepperoni pizza. It's neutral. Everybody, Tesla.
Yeah.
I'll go watch Tesla.
Yeah.
Super
everybody-
awesome, solid band.
Yeah, they're like good. They're an 8 of 8. You know how you got 10 of 10?
Yeah.
They're 8 of 8. They're good at everything.
Yeah.
We like Tesla. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
You know?
But since we were talking about the AEW cruise, I'm sorry, the Chris Jericho cruise, Vince McMahon's in trouble.
Yeah.
Well, I was talking to young guys at work because they were a little bit into wrestling, the new stuff. I'm like, dude. And they were talking about some of the allegations. I'm like, you guys have no idea what happened in the 80s.
Yeah.
No.
It was so much worse.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, you had to fuck to get there's male performers.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Pat Patterson is known to be homosexual.
Oh, yeah. He's out.
He was, he's out of the club. But he would people would come up to him like, hey, Pat wants you to come up. And, if you really want your career to move along, and a couple of them that didn't go through with it, they're like telling this, there's numerous guys. I can't even think of one off the top of my head, but they were talking about it. And yeah, so they were, it's been that way for a long time in wrestling.
Yeah.
And the women, obviously it's even worse.
Yeah.
What they would do to them.
Just like Hollywood. I mean, that's,
The casting couch is not a meme or a joke. It's been a thing forever.
It's legit.
That's like the Harvey Weinstein thing. I'm like, dude, that's just one aspect.
Oh my God,
there's people like plowing kids and shit. I mean, it was just awful.
Dude, they basically, I mean, back in the day, fucking a bunch of them passed Judy Garland around when she was like fucking 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Yep. It's fucking when you realize how how dark things really are.
Yeah, dude.
It's pretty scary.
Yes.
And it's like, do you really want to be famous? I mean, I don't think I would.
No.
Because what it actually takes the things you have to put up with. And that doesn't even include having to like blow some, producer.
Yeah.
Just the things they got to put up with.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't want to be famous. I really wouldn't. I'm happy being unhappy the way my level of unhappiness.
Just give me my crappy little podcast. And
Whoa.
That's why when YouTube came along and podcasts, I'm like, you can be kind of famous and make money, but most people won't know who you are.
Right.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Yeah.
Maybe we can make just enough, but where we can do it for a living, but no one really knows who we are day-to-day life.
Potentially make money, but also have anonymity.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Like I did see a streamer, and I forgot his name already. There's a kid from Sterling Heights at a Subway, and there were kids there, not mobbing him, but say, hey, hi, like, I'm like, who's this guy? And they're like, he's a famous Dota player, that Dota and League of Legends. I guess he's really good at it.
Those are video games.
Yeah. And he plays on Twitch, and he's like one of his fans said he's making enough money to where it's what he does for a living. He's not rich, but like me and you do our job. He's probably making like what we make.
Oh shit!
But
I'll take that.
Just playing video games all day. It's fucking awesome.
I'll take that. Just coming in and doing a fucking podcast, man.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah.
Yeah. So that's perfect.
Shit, yeah.
Because I didn't know who the fuck he was, and that's all the better. You know what I mean? Like
somebody wants to fucking pay me to fucking do to talk. I'll talk. I'll actually read up on current events and rip on people if they want.
Yeah.
I'll actually learn how to fucking social network and stuff.
Yeah, I would like to be like, small to mid channel.
Yeah.
Mid range. I wouldn't want to be like Logan Paul.
No, but
famous.
if somebody wants to pay me my salary to do this and never go back to that shithole, I'll do it.
Yeah. My job, I don't hate it enough where I might still do it. I'll just say, like, I just can't work, like, on Fridays.
Yeah, right.
Like, can I just not work Fridays anymore?
Yeah, I'm just going to work, like, 4 days a week now.
Yeah.
Is that cool?
That way I can keep my health insurance.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Is Logan Paul, he's the one who just signed with WWE.
Yeah.
You know what, man? I hate that fucking guy, but he's always working, isn't he? And he puts in the work too.
Him and his brothers, look, dude. Him and their other partner, Mike Mahalik. I don't know how to say his name.
I don't either.
You can say what you want about them, and they're annoying and everything, but they got the system working for them. They're rich, and they know what they're fucking doing. They hang out with models and shit.
Yep.
You can bash them all you want. Maybe the fights with Tyron Woodley are staged or whatever. Either way, they're making tons of money.
They're still doing the train. I think they're still doing the training. Like they're doing boxing. They both come from a wrestling background, anyways.
Yeah, people always shit on them, but they do
work
really good. They both were actually pretty good athletes and wrestlers. So,
but man, I hate those fuckers so much.
They got famous from Vine.
Yeah,
that's when they started. Like the Vine was a less annoying TikTok.
Yeah.
Because only 7-second videos.
Yeah, and
I just love Vine.
Yeah, I did like.
Well,
Vine.
That was like there was another one like that too, right? Snapchat or whatever. Well, that was
I still have Snapchat.
Yeah.
But Snapchat to me there's social media that I use for this.
Yeah.
And then there's social media I use just to troll people and argue. And then there's social media I use for family and people I know.
Yeah.
So Snapchat and Facebook is me pretty much being normal and not aggravating anybody. And,
I sometimes forget I have Snapchat. Like I will look at stuff and like it'll say Mike. And I'm like 3 weeks ago. I'm like, oh shit, he said.
And
3 weeks.
It is a really good tool to stalk girls that you pretend it's innocent, but you're really just stalking them.
No, it's true.
That's what Snapchat's
Oh,
good
really?
for. Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Because it goes away after like a day.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, oh, look, Kelly's out at the bar. This like, or whoever, pick a girl that you like.
Right.
The accounts payable girl. She's where?
And then
you try to look. You try to look at. Hey, what bar is this? And try to look at this. Maybe I can drive by.
We lost one of our fans. It must be bedtime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, but social media would have been a prop. Can you imagine? You know how you were 17, 18 and super horny?
Oh yeah.
And then the girl you like is on Snapchat. I would have been fucking put in cuffs
Well,
I'd have been following them around.
Back then, no, you probably wouldn't have. They probably just give you a stern talking to. Yeah, it's just boys being boys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nowadays it's different, but back then they were just boys being boys.
All right, we're gonna teach you a lesson. First off, cut the duct tape off her.
Yeah.
You little punk.
Yeah. That's just boys being boys here. Mike moved away from the computer to avoid the comment section.
No, I can look at it over here.
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah, we can all see it.
I'm looking at it on my TV here.
Yeah, it's right there.
This dim-ass TV.
Young.
So dim.
Eric,
Young.
we know who you are.
Wait, what?
Young Jaboy.
Young
Jaboy.
That sounds like something like among people.
Isn't that what Snow used to say? He said in that song Informer, "I young you boy."
I don't know. So
I just saw that video today too. So
Oh.
Snow Informer, 12 inches of snow.
yeah, I moved away from there because that chair hurts my back. Because
It's the worst.
It's a horrible chair. I'm fat. It's just uncomfortable. This couch is perfect.
Just get one of them X chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're only like $6,000.
Yeah. I got a beanbag chair for the room in there.
But
Yeah.
Thing's great.
you know they're expensive when they say if you do it right now, we'll give you $1,000 off. I'm like, that must mean it's about a $10,000 chair.
Yeah, people. I don't know how people can afford some of the shit they have. Like Frank got a Peloton bike or whatever.
Yeah, that was funny. Frank wasn't
How the
working.
fuck can you afford this?
Frank wasn't working, and all of a sudden he had a brand new $4,000 exercise bike. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's like, you could have bought like another car.
I like the.
I don't know if it's that much. It's a couple $1,000 though.
Was on Facebook. Where you had the camper out in the driveway, and you're like, you should take it to the campgrounds.
Yeah,
it's much more fun.
This is such a smart ass comment.
Because he had it all laid out like in the driveway.
They even had the tank.
The awning, everything.
He had the awning in his tank.
Like camping's so much more fun when you go to the campgrounds.
Yeah.
I'm back up in this bitch like what? Yeah.
What's up, cuz?
What's
Hey,
up,
you know,
man?
actually,
In the words of the great Lil Jon, yeah.
cousin Premise Land had a birthday while we were off. Why we weren't here either.
Oh,
Yeah, I would. Yeah, but we didn't do a show. So
We didn't do a show.
I
Yeah.
gave him a shout out, but I didn't give him a proper shout out here.
We'll give you.
Happy birthday!
We'll give you a proper Radio Underground shout out for the birthday boy.
It's been a couple weeks, but be happy belated. I already wished you one, but still,
Happy birthday, Premise Land.
we're doing birthdays tonight.
Yeah,
The birth of our country.
The birth of our country.
we're gone country. Yeah, I was hoping to
technically
get.
it's just the birth of our independence. Isn't
Oh yeah,
it?
sure, yeah.
Yeah, I had tried
Not
to.
really. Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get more heat with that country music meme. It didn't work. I thought some of the old country music purists were going to come after me because it's got the meme of the little cuck dog like, this is old country. My wife left me. Now I'm sad. And then the new dog's all buff and it's like, pickup trucks, beer.
Yeah. God, it's so new country music's so bad. That fucking song we heard,
Oh my God, dude.
it was Luke Combs, right?
It's sure.
Who looks like just some dude that works at a barbecue pit.
He's like a big fat guy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. They just stuffed they
Did
basically
you watch the
stuffed
whole
it-
video though?
No.
Where the old couple's dancing in the house, and all of a sudden,
No.
like they're dancing, but they set the house on fire accidentally.
Putting the candle, burning candle.
It's so bad.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried to get into it, but I can't.
God, no.
You know,
That's straight up like R&B songs that they're
That's
recording
it.
as country.
Yeah.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's like R&B or rap. It's catering to a certain demographic. That's what they're going for. And then then it's written for them. It's like pop.
Yeah.
It's all written for them.
Well, yeah, I mean,
That's why all the chicks are hot.
I know,
every girl's hot.
I know. I told the story before, like when I was in jail and I was working out in the parks, cutting the lawns and stuff. And the guys that were with me, I was like, yeah, I go rap is hip hop and rap are going through the same thing that like alternative did. They're like, well, we want 300 fucking groups doing the same fucking thing because that's what sells. So it all just sounds generic now. And these young guys were like, you're right, man. This shit does. I go, yeah, they did it with alternative music. Everybody had to have an alternative sound to them.
That reminds me. My uncle's in a cover band, and at all of his shows, there's a couple that dances tango to every song, even Nine Inch Nails.
It was the first time.
Head like a hole.
Be like
Tango to head like a
be
hole.
like, I wanna fuck you like an
Well, that one
animal.
would work. I think the beat to that would be perfect for a tango.
Well, there was this couple that used to come into the Quickie when I worked there, and they were young, and they like
It's a different couple?
one of their.
I thought you were saying it was the same
never
couple. What?
What's funny is these two, like one of them, they basically had to excommunicate their family before they got married because one of their parents, I don't know which one it was like totally controlling everything, and they were like super religious, and they didn't want any kind of like music and so basically they planned their own wedding and then invited everybody.
They live in Beaumont,
and then
John Lithgow's like, don't dance.
And then they invited everybody, and the parents came and everything, and their wedding song was fucking Closer.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I'm like, you're kidding me. They're like, no, and they were like, no, seriously, like we have a videotape. We had a videographer. I'm like, you're kidding me. They're like, no, that's the song we came out and danced to. I'm like,
nice.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I was thinking about that Footloose movie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I just like it was so true. I guess I realize I'm wrong. Like whole life's worth of whole life's worth of police. You know what? Maybe I ought to lighten up.
I think it was the book burning that really got to him.
My dad's gonna send us all up to heaven with his little daughter as a cherry on top.
That's the thing about 80s movies. There's always a clear like ending. Like,
you know what?
I see the error of my ways.
I messed up.
What was the chick's? Lori Singer, right?
Lori Singer,
yeah. Cellist.
Cellist
Lori Singer.
We talked before about the whole Paul Rudd, Wilford Brimley thing, how Paul Rudd is the same age now that Wilford Brimley was when he was in Cocoon.
Yeah.
And how there's a little bit of difference in the look, if you will.
Yeah.
So, but it was 80s. They never got, I swear to God, that it seems like they never got the ages right. So it's like they're all 17 or 18. You look at Chris Penn and Kevin Bacon, and like, those fuckers aren't 17 and 18 years old. But then you get the other end of it where, like, if you watch Beverly Hills Cop, you know, Judge Reinhold and the other guy, John Ashton, Taggart.
Yeah.
The cop Taggart.
Yeah.
That dude looks like he's in his 50s, and he was 34 fucking years old when he made that movie.
Dude, like, back in the day, like, older guys, like, they were just a little bit older, looked way older.
He looks so old.
There's a comedian named Owen Benjamin, and he was he's on TikTok, and he had a TikTok and goes, look at this. He had the list of the Cheers, you know, the cast of Cheers.
Yeah.
And he listed their age, and the oldest one was like 36.
Yeah.
And they all looked like shit.
Yeah.
They were like 31, 32. One of them was like 28, and they looked older than we do now.
Yeah.
And his point was, he goes, back then everybody drank and smoked hard.
That's true.
And that was just part of our culture. Everybody drank. Like now, like everybody, like people, if they have 2 glasses of wine every 6 months, they think they're an alcoholic.
Well, like
you know,
I mean, I worked in shops my whole life, and pretty much every shop, majority of people smoked in them. Majority of the people were smokers. At this shop, there's like 3 people that smoke out of the whole shop.
Wow.
That's like not, I mean, it's crazy.
But they did a graph though, like when everybody stopped smoking, then everybody got fatter. So it's like they fixed one thing and then another thing happened.
Yeah.
So it's like people are always going to find a way to hurt themselves.
Well, yeah. Like a lot of people that quit the booze and drugs, they're all on depression drugs, and they're all on Adderall and fucking.
Yeah, I'm not on drugs anymore. They're
Xanax.
on 4 different. Yeah. That's not.
They're
good.
on Xanax and Adderall and all these other things.
People don't. If you stop alcohol and take Xanax is just alcohol in a pill form.
Yeah.
It acts the same way on your GABA receptors. That's why when you get off of alcohol, they give you Valiant, something of that benzo.
Yeah.
So like, and that shit, man, because I used to have bad anxiety.
Don't try quitting it on your own, like Xanax either. Man.
I would take Xanax like very seldomly, once a week. I would when I had anxiety when I was younger. But if you take it for like an extended period of time, I've heard of some hell stories, people getting off that shit.
Oh yeah, my ex-wife tried to quit it cold turkey and had 3 seizures and
Yeah, you told me about that. Yeah,
died in the emergency room. They brought her back. They're like, welcome back to the world.
Yeah, you can't just stop it.
Yeah. Well, she didn't know that, and the doctors did not tell her that either. Nobody ever told her that.
Darth just got back from a new lightsaber meeting.
Nice.
So how did it go, Darth? Any new recruits? Anyone keeping the scene alive with you? That's good, man. Glad you went to a meeting. I went to a meeting, but just a different kind of meeting.
No. Let's not talk about that on the air.
Yeah. We're going to fix a few things.
We have some solutions.
Yeah.
They have some different finality to them.
Yeah. Let's just say the old way is coming back.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, God.
Probably 5
new guys.
All right.
Nice.
5 guys. You guys are starting your own burger franchise.
Hot. It's like, yeah, that's, yeah, I did my harem of lady boys thing at work, and people were not as receptive to it. Like, what's a lady boy?
Like,
And I think the one guy thought, I said, whoa, go. There's sex tourism. He thought it was like the underage because people go to Thailand.
Yeah.
Yes.
The DFK thing.
Yeah.
They're doing that over. I said, no. A lady boy isn't a boy. It's a woman that used to be a man.
Yeah.
But it's not a boy.
Well,
It's immoral, but it's not that immoral.
It's not illegal.
so like the other day I sent a text to Jay and I said, so I know there's a whole continent called Africa, and he's like, yeah, and I'm like, is there a place called Hermafrica? And he's like, yes, where the trannies run wild and free. I'm like, I need to go there and give me a couple of them lady boys.
Couple of tan.
Well, the funniest thing is everybody 10s.
Yeah.
It's like that's funny. Everybody says the same thing, and they're like, yeah, I ain't into it. But by the end of the conversation, you know what? Some of them are really hot, though. It always ends that same way. I'm not into that by the end of it. You know what? I like her. What's her name?
Yeah. Wait, really?
You're calling her now? Like we got you bought in right away. We got you.
Got the attention of some teens firing off fireworks. Well, you know, it is the weekend of our independence. So
Yes,
Yeah.
damn right.
fireworks are kind of acceptable right now, even though I still hate them.
I said this Friday to now it's cool, but that Tuesday that they were doing it,
Yeah.
I had to get up for work. Even my dad, who nothing wakes my dad up,
Yeah.
he had trouble sleeping. That's
Yeah.
how loud the fireworks.
So
were.
here, we complain about this every fucking year. I don't know why we continue to complain about it.
we
But
beat it up. Yeah,
the fucking law for 4th of July, it wasn't just the city, it was the state. They can start fireworks on June 29th through July 4th, and they can shoot them until 11:45. Why the fuck is it June 29th?
Yeah, that's
Why
way
isn't
too
it,
early.
Why isn't it July 2nd, 3rd, and 4th?
Well,
You know, I didn't think about that. They
all right,
probably weren't breaking any laws. Was that Wednesday? What was Wednesday? That's the day I got my maddest.
Tuesday was bad and Wednesday was worse.
This is how I look at it. Okay, so the first was
I think Wednesday.
the first was Friday, right?
Yeah. But legally,
So-
Wednesday was the first day they could
Oh,
legally.
that was the day I was maddest.
So
I didn't know.
But they started like 3:30 in the afternoon.
So even if you say the first, okay, that's 72 hours that you get to blow shit up.
Yeah.
Then you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where are you getting all the money to blow shit up for more than that many days? Because fireworks ain't fucking cheap.
I hate redcoats, commies. I hate all of it.
Yeah.
But you got to be reasonable.
Yeah.
The fireworks.
But out of all of our enemies, the redcoats we have to worry about the most.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
They've been slowly and very quietly plotting their revenge on
It's
us
happening.
Yeah, that's
for
funny.
for 200 and some odd
Almost
years.
Yeah, they need to-
225 years.
Yeah, they
Yes.
need to make a movie like that because everybody, it's been the
250.
Russians forever. Then there's the Chinese a little bit. Different communist countries. How about like you said, the Brits
Yeah.
wanting to take back what they lost?
Well, South Park did that episode where they did it like an episode of that show
I never
24.
I didn't know that there was.
They did an episode like of that Kiefer Sutherland show 24, where they were like counting backwards, and Cartman was trying to find out what the evil plot was, and there was all these Russians and all these different foreign people involved in it. But when it all came down to it, they were all secretly tied into the Redcoats.
Yep.
And the Redcoats were coming over on their ships, and the Queen's like, "Get the job done."
Get the military back.
And then And then they got caught. They figured out who it was before they could get here, and then the queen like blew her head off, so she didn't have to get in any trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's some fucking redcoats, man.
It always is.
They're coming back.
They are.
Paul Revere of our time.
I was just like, I've just read some article on like, I don't know whatever, Click on Detroit or whatever. It was showing like the last sign of the Beef Carver restaurant.
It's in Royal Oak.
Dude.
It's in Royal Oak. And
Yeah.
It's still going.
You know the interesting fact? I never ate there once,
No.
and I always wanted to.
I never did either, and they used to be
My
all
dad
over the
loved
place.
it. He went there all the time.
I never ate
There's
there.
that one at 16 in Gratiot forever.
Yeah.
He went there like once a month.
Right by
He went there
the
quite-
Crown Furniture that was going out of business for 15 years.
Yeah, 15 years. We're going out of business this week,
Dude, they had
guys.
going out of business sites for 15 fucking years.
What Mickey Shore used to do that.
Yeah.
We're going out of business, and then they would fucking make enough money off the going out of business song.
You guys helped us.
But literally, Crown Furniture never took the signs down for like it
was
had
a
to
long
be
time.
it was 10 years easy.
Yeah.
They were in business for years, and now the building doesn't even exist. They ripped all that down, didn't
Well,
they?
Beef Carver's gone too.
Yeah, they ripped that whole area, that whole corner
Yeah.
down. But yeah,
I used
but
to
yeah, there's
fucking-
one left. It's 65 years old. I think they
Yeah.
said it was. It's in
Between
Royal Oak.
11 and 12 mile. I think.
Is it 11 and 12? I couldn't remember
It's
where.
11 and 12, yeah.
I couldn't remember.
Well, actually, it's 11 in Catalpa.
Catalpa.
Or people like go on about Golden Corral. I remember the Sweden House, man.
Sweden House.
Love that place.
They piss on their
They
dishes.
piss on their dishes, though.
There was
Don't ever forget
there's a
that.
guy we went to school with. His name was
piss on-
LaShawn. He was African American, or
Yeah.
is. He's still alive.
He's still.
But he
could dunk a basketball.
Like he was talking.
He was an African American. He's not anymore.
Yeah.
He converted.
Yeah. He was more athletic than the rest of us.
Right.
You
But,
know, he could literally
was-
dunk a basketball. We were like 14 years
Yeah,
old.
he could. And could you believe there was an athletic black guy who went to school with? Anyway, he knew his cousins worked there, and we were talking about the Sweden House. Like, oh yeah, I was overeating. Like we were playing. That's our football team.
Yeah.
He goes, "Don't eat there, guys. I'm telling you, don't." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "I know people that work there. They piss on their dishes." I'm like, "What? They piss on their dishes, man. They piss on the dish." I'm like, "All right, I won't eat there no more."
Oh, man, you talked me out of it.
Like he had the dead serious look on his face.
And guess
Obviously, he knew people on the inside that were
And then
peeing
guess
on the
what?
dishes.
Guess what? Then they shut down.
Yep.
They went out of business.
Yeah.
Because the football team didn't show up anymore.
Yeah. It's like, well, I won't be eating there anymore.
I know those places didn't have
Well,
the best
he
quality
does
of food.
sterilize though. You know.
That's true. I know they didn't always have the best quality of food. I've never been to Golden Corral. I probably will never.
Oh,
go.
I've been there. I went to.
I didn't
Utah.
hate Old Country Buffet though. I like
OCB, man.
They don't. But there's none around. The only one I know of is in Jackson, Michigan,
Yeah.
and even that I don't know if it's there anymore.
There's like none of yeah. Well, because then they were hometown.
Oh yeah, hometown buffet or something.
Yeah, hometown buffet or something. But I went to Golden Corral out in Utah. We used to go there for breakfast because they did like a breakfast thing that was damn good.
Yeah.
Well, I could get a plate of bacon at a time, you know.
You know,
just-
the interesting thing about Golden Corral, it was the last place I ate with my immediate family.
Yeah.
When all five of us were around, and that was the last place I went. And I just remember think this place is excessive. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Mm-hmm.
But there's so much good shit.
Yeah,
yeah.
like that's the one thing. Like Golden Corral, like had good stuff. Like you go, like they did like certain nights they'd have really good. Like they do steak night. It was
Oh,
like
yeah,
fucking
dude.
serious. Like you go up and you tell them how you want it cooked and shit. I was like, really? They're like, you want some grilled shrimp? They're like, yeah, I want some grilled shrimp with that bitch.
Yeah.
You know, on the thing is, you would think that they wouldn't make money at the places because,
Yeah.
like, dude, I could eat 5 plates, but to realize it, when you have a family of 5 come in, there's always like 4 people that eat like birds,
And
they
yeah,
don't
and
make
then-
and they make money because like my family don't eat much.
right.
That's why I'm so fat. I eat what they don't eat.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always that way.
That's
And that's how they're because they charge per person no matter what.
Yep.
And most people don't eat that much.
Well, think about this. Like, all right, the Golden
Well,
Corral's
away from Walmart.
Golden Corral's got they've got a lot of good food too. You know, I mean, they probably got all the same junk that a lot of places do too. But if you're paying $20 a person, all right, one of those persons is getting their $20 worth. The other ones, they're just getting a meal.
Yep.
They're just getting a meal because they're not eating more than one plate. Maybe, okay, so they're getting dessert with it. It's still, they're making money.
Yeah.
Yep. My sister was talking about, because she's up in Black Lake with Matt's family.
Yeah.
Oh.
And she's like, this is weird. I got to go to the store. They don't eat. There are people that, like our families, there's always food.
Yeah.
Your house, everyone in our sphere is good. But there are people that barely eat.
That's so
And
weird.
if you're stuck with them, it's weird. I've gone on trips with people that don't eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we going to pull over to fucking eat? It's been 2 hours. What's wrong with you? I'm starving to death.
What's wrong with you people?
I feel like somebody in a starving country here.
I'm on par with some kid in Kazakhstan now, man. What the fuck?
We're making great time. Do we really need to stop? Yes.
And I joke about that, but that's probably the only time I eat very little is when I'm traveling because I'm in such a hurry to get there.
I get that.
That's the only time I don't eat a lot is on the road.
When we went to Kentucky, we ended up
We had
stopping.
shakes, didn't we? That was
Yeah, we ended up stopping and eating, but we were quite a ways in.
We were at that Taco Bell type, whatever.
Wendy's.
That's
type.
6 hours away.
Yeah, we were 6 hours into the trip.
We went the full 6 hours before we did.
I need to
And
eat
we-
every hour.
I couldn't do it. I need to eat every hour.
We stopped. We got something out of that vending machine in Ohio.
Right. That was because
There was a vending machine.
because his bladder didn't last.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but
that was about 2 hours in, wasn't it? 2.5,
Yeah.
maybe 2.5 hours.
That was this side of Columbus.
Yeah.
And
but we didn't. None of us really ate in the morning. When we
no,
got
I
on the
didn't
road.
eat. No,
I ate it.
I don't eat before I leave for a trip because I don't want to have to shit.
Do any of us think that we might be able to pull off a Labor Day?
I will have to check. I got so much crap going on this summer.
Yeah, I haven't looked.
It'd be cool if we could. OCB in Jackson is now a B-Dubs.
Fuck.
That's where. Oh, by the way, that's where Andy lives.
Oh,
Okay.
So
that's where
it's a B-Dubs.
We used to always go
Damn
for
it!
We used to always go for the Civil War reenactment in August.
and then go to the OCBs.
Go to the old CB.
I hate when you lose a place that's near.
Our uncle lives in Jackson. Jackson area. So.
He's the owner of the Fourth Wall, isn't he?
Nah, it's not open anymore.
Oh, it's closed?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Either way, and plus I think he's in the hospital right now too.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's been sick.
I haven't been on Facebook.
Oh man, it was his birthday and he was in the hospital having a test done.
Because the last time I talked to him, he wasn't in the hospital.
It's all this week.
Hope he's okay.
I had just got home from the hospital, so
No, this is all this week.
I haven't been on Facebook, man.
I tried to get.
Mom didn't say anything. Damn.
I think he's okay.
I didn't know that. I didn't know his place closed down. I mean,
Yeah.
that's how often I'm on Facebook. I don't even see what's going on
His
anymore.
birthday was on the 27th.
But Craig, we were talking about the beef carver, how it's no longer.
Yeah.
Got us into defunct restaurants.
the sign of
Well,
the
The
beef carver.
Portsmouth Ponderosa's gone.
It's gone.
We drove-
Ponderosa. Like back in the day, before there was Ponderosa, but there was also Bonanza.
Bonanza.
it turned. From,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Well, yeah.
we can't legally own
There were
Bonanza, so it's
well,
gonna be
there was
Ponderosa.
Bonanza and Ponderosa, and then
They
Ponderosa
merging.
bought them.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah,
like
okay. So yeah,
Checkers and,
you live in Lansing, right?
It's
You
like
work in
it's like
Jackson.
checkers and rallies. It's kind of
See,
Yeah.
our uncle used to do the opposite. He lived in Jackson and worked in Lansing when he was doing
Yeah.
TV and stuff.
We
Long time ago.
so I went to that arcade, that pinball.
Oh yeah, I wanted to
place
talk about that.
Yeah, well, like I drive by and there was this Checkers that was shut down right on
Used to be hot
on
now.
M29
Yeah.
that used to be Hot Now. It was the only Hot Now left, and
no,
Craig, Hot Now is what I miss the most.
There's only one hot now left
There is one.
in Sturgis.
Remember, it was 39
Sturgis,
cents.
North Dakota.
Fucking awesome.
Sturgis, Michigan.
There's a Sturgis, Michigan.
Yeah, it's out on the other side of Kalamazoo and shit. South of Kalamazoo. So like Portage
All
area.
right, so when are we going?
You can buy T-shirts and everything from there.
When are we going?
It's like the Blockbuster.
I
There's
don't know.
one in like the
'Cause-
Pacific Northwest somewhere still.
Yeah.
Bend, Oregon.
Okay.
Yeah, Bendor. Yep.
They have 16 copies of Morbius. Somebody was making fun of it the other
Now
day.
there's one in Saginaw that's obviously empty, but it's still, it's not even that dilapidated. I drive by it every Thursday, and it's closed, but there's still the Blockbuster, all the blue, and it still looks like it would. You could open it back up.
Well, that's what Randy Marsh did. He bought a Blockbuster for $10,000, and then him and the family were going to make money off of it. But
Wow, what a difference!
No,
Nobody-
it's right near the state line.
okay. Yeah, I want some hot now.
But anyway, there's my favorite
Double
Long John
Olive
Silver's
burger.
is up there, right by it in Saginaw.
Yeah.
And the food is well made, tasty. The girls are sweet to me, and I go there every Thursday.
And where's it at?
Saginaw, Long John Silver's.
Nice.
I got the girls.
Do you remember when there was one right by us?
Yeah.
It's like right at the corner.
You have to go. You have to go like I think like 12 miles or 15 miles that way or 15 miles that way.
There was one for a while on
8
right
Mile.
on 8 Mile.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the one in Rochester's probably not
South
as
of Battle Creek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
south of Battle Creek.
Yeah.
But I got 2 fish planks, 6 shrimp, bunch of hush puppies, fries. I felt like shit for 2 hours though.
Right on the Indiana
It's
border.
like it's really just like it's like a mile or two north of the Indiana
It's
border.
right on the Indiana border.
So it's south of Nottawa, not Ottawa. Nottawa.
Nottawa.
No,
Well,
I love
Nottawa is great place because it's Nottawa, not Canada.
It's not Ottawa.
It's part of a great.
But that's
It's part of this great country.
Hot now. They got the original menu. They got everything like they used to have.
Really?
And they got
Double
t-shirts,
olive burger?
Double olive
Oh
burger.
my
That's their
God.
biggest seller,
That's my favorite.
which is I don't get because olives fucking suck.
Oh, I
That's fine.
love olives, dude.
Thing is about
Every type of olive there is. I love them.
Don't at Checkers. I was talking about this with somebody. Like, it could be any. It doesn't even have to be a bad neighborhood. Just something about Checkers. It seems like if you go to the walk-up thing to order your food, not the drive-through, that's hit or miss. But if you walk up to that, it seems like you're just going to get shot. I don't know. It just seems bad.
You're
for
not
some-
enclosed, so there's no
like
protection.
if there's a homeless person or dangerous person in the city, they're hanging out by the fucking walk-up to
because they got
Checkers
free tables there
window.
for them to hang out at.
Well, when I worked at Quickie, right on the other side of Ryan,
Yep.
which
I've been to
Quickie's
that Checkers many times.
I have walked over there, walked up to because I saw the line and I walked up to it, and they would be looking at me like,
dude, you're like Omaha Beach brave.
they would be like looking at me like, they'd be like, "Can I help you?" I'm like, "Yeah, I want to make an order," and they're like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, "Yeah, I work over at Quickie." "Oh, you work at Quickies?" Yeah.
We'll hook
okay,
you up, man.
And then they'd give and it just became a thing.
He calls off everybody. Hey, no.
He's good.
Don't bother him.
He is not a crazy white person.
He'd be like, "No, put your gun away."
It's good.
They're getting ready because they think you have a knife or something. 'cause
Yeah,
you're
like,
white.
put your gun away.
I remember that there was a strip club I went into with Kent at Coolidge and 8 Mile.
Uh-huh.
Good
And
times.
we
Hot
we,
tamales.
hot tamales.
Yeah.
And we walked in there.
I know every one of them.
And
I've never been to any of them.
Kent's like, let's just go in there. We weren't even going to go to strip clubs. He just said, I always wanted to go in. I'm like, yeah, me too. Let's check it out. We go in there and it says no colors allowed. I figured like, okay, this is not a good sign. And we go in there and it was all gangbangers and bikers.
Yeah.
And we walked in and everybody, the black guys and white guys, everybody just stared right at us. and we sit down and we're like, I'm like, okay, we can't do the panic run out thing. We got to do the one beer.
Yeah.
And I'm like just sitting there just praying. They're like,
Just slam a beer.
yeah. And you know how like usually like the waitresses like come up to you. They're like, oh, new meat. Let's try to get. No, they weren't like really serving us. They were like, get out of here. Just like,
Well, yeah, because like me and Bri
Get
used
out.
to go. Me and Bri used to go there like all the time back in the '90s.
if you're not in a biker gang and you're white, get out.
We knew this chick that worked at it was a bartender, but it wasn't a biker at that time. It wasn't a biker or a gangbanger bar at all. We used to go to a place. Do you know where Chapeau Vert is?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Telegraph.
I went in that
green
place.
hat.
I had a great time in that place.
We used to go in the Vert all the time, man.
I used to work with a guy named Tim who passed away a couple of years ago. Rest in peace, Tim. And he worked in Grand Blanc, and he would have to call on customers down here. What do you just go to Jabba first?
I went in there with Kent on the way back from a Michigan game.
Oh, yeah.
That's when we went in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was a
Chapeau
good
Vert.
time, man.
Well, there was the restaurant
6 o'clock. I'm already
Like-
wasted.
right in they shared a parking lot with this little restaurant, and we would go over there afterward because they were open late, and because Bri's little brother, his best friend's like uncle owned that place, and then his uncle wanted to collect insurance money on it, firebomb that fucking thing, and guess what?
As you do.
Guess what? his little brother's fucking friend was in there and fucking he almost killed him. He burned him so bad.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Come to find out, his uncle firebombed it. He was in there cleaning the grease traps out. Yeah. It was fucked up.
That's not
man.
an upbeat story at all.
That dude was in the hospital for like a long time. But anyway, Chapeau-Vert though. Chapeau-Vert
Back
was
to important stuff.
yeah.
Strip club.
Chapeau-Vert, man. I got we had a lot of fun in there, and I partied with her enough times, but I got to sleep with this woman who was like smoking hot, bro. I was like, dude, this chick should not be working here. She was literally like a law student at Wayne State. She's like this.
That's what they all say.
Well, except for me and Brian would party with her and go over there, and we saw her like all her books and stuff. You know, like we're like, so you really
Props.
She's like, I'm really am. She's like, but she goes, the only reason I do this is because I make way more money than what I was doing before. I'm like, oh. She goes, and I don't care if people see my tits. So what?
Yeah.
I was
Did
like,
you try to open up those law books? They're probably just cardboard. Like, is that a real book?
no,
Switchblade in there.
no. She was
That's where I keep
like,
my drugs.
she was like seriously smart because Brian was like, dude, like this chick's like, I'm like, yeah, she's seriously smart, and I'm like,
Wow.
yeah. Yep, she made so much money at that place. She was like she was like featured. Like there was a lot of guys that came in just to see her and like 3 other girls that were there.
Feature act.
Cinnamon.
Madison.
It's Madison.
Madison.
Okay. Yeah.
With the Y.
It was Madison.
Yeah. What's up on Bazooki downtown?
Oh.
That one they give you a little extra there.
Yeah.
I've heard.
I didn't know that until I got a dance and extra began. I'm like, what's going on? It's like she's like, oh, it's $100. I go, I don't have $100.
Yeah.
But she started.
Well, the booby trap was
she
like
started
that too.
like, grabbing the shaft. I'm like, whoa, what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm like,
The booby
no, I
trap
don't have a
was-
problem with it. I just don't have the money.
I am broke.
Well,
I shouldn't even be here.
Like, see, back in the day, like they had to be. There was for a time there, they had to be really cool about it because they were cracking down on it.
Yeah.
But what they would do is basically like they would just start. They'd fucking put their hand in your pants, start tugging, and then you're like, and they're like, do you want me to finish this?
Yeah. Well,
and they're like.
It's so weird. Like I'm not.
That's when it's really hard to go. No, I don't have the money.
I'm not trying to paint myself as a moral person because I'm not.
Yeah, believe me, this
But-
has
but
everything to do with I don't have the cash.
But the thing is, like, it always struck me because I didn't go to them places that often.
Right.
And the last time I was in a strip club, it was probably, I know the exact day because it's the day the fighter Evan Dunham lost to Melvin Gillard.
Yeah, Melvin.
Whatever.
Gillard.
That's how I know what day it was because I watched that fight in their newest players.
Oh.
And anyway, this guy just comes right up to us like he worked there. He's all like, is there, all right, guy. I don't know if he was the DJ or what because he had the all right, guy, like, but talking to us, not through. And he's like,
Right.
All right, guys, just letting you know, you want to have a good time in the champagne room, $100 for a blow, and he's like listing what it what cost.
Yeah.
And it was because Frank's neighbor, Bob Smith, remember Bob?
Yeah.
He got a limo for whatever reason, and I had no plans on doing anything that night. And he's like, "You want to go to a limo? We're going to the strip." And they just thought we were like high rollers or something.
Yeah.
And this guy's giving us prices. I'm like, "Whoa, what? Like, you guys are going to get caught." No. That's all I'm thinking.
First of all, that's illegal, and second of all, I don't have that much.
So like, but I legitimately had the thought: if they don't know me from Adam and they're doing that,
Yeah.
this is either entrapment or they're just really reckless.
Here's the problem I have with this whole situation. I did not realize you were going to do this, and I do not have the money to do this.
Yeah, I thought the whole deal is you go in there and there's kind of an agreement between you and the dancer, and you're both kind of like, okay, this is cool.
Yeah.
100. Okay, I thought that's how it went. Not like, here's your menu.
Yeah,
Not
that's what
like, I
it
was
sounds
like, here's.
It's a menu.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'll have none of it.
I haven't.
I
can't even. The last time I was in was definitely probably 2004.
Yeah.
Except for one time just before I moved back here, the bunch of guys I knew from the Elks Club, the young guys, they were like, "Let's go to the titty bar." I go, "They have them here?" And he's like, yeah, they got, yeah. He goes, well, they can't dance on you, and they wear tassels on their nipples. I'm like, then it's not a titty bar.
Yeah.
But I went, and the beers were cheap. Like, they were just like regular price. Like, they had $1.50 beers.
Wow.
Specials. They had like pitchers for like $6. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
This is great, dude.
You know? And it was like only $10 to get in. I was like, this is fucking awesome.
It's always
the fight was on January 22nd, 2011.
Oh, okay. That's the last time I was in.
I looked it up too, but I didn't say it out loud.
11 and a half years ago, you were at a titty bar.
That's the last time I went.
But we went in there, and yeah, they were literally, they had to stand on a box like 8 feet away from you. There was like these platforms they had to stand on if they danced for you. But they had like these crazy like gymnastic type like fucking bars and stuff. And these chicks were like, they were like gymnasts. And they were just wearing G-strings and you know, tassels. And there was this chick there who was so freaking hot and so muscular. We're like watching her. I'm like, holy crap, she was spinning around. I'm like, well, this was entertaining for $10 to get in and cheap beer, you know.
I'm not downing strippers because it was probably the only time in my life like I got to feel like a really lean woman. Like, oh, this is what it's like. All right.
Man,
I'm just in her feeling her stomach.
The good old days when they were like, you know, you don't have to keep your hands, you can touch me. I'm like, all right. Those were good old days.
Are they doing? You're so shy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, because I'm not putting my finger in your pussy and I don't know you. I'm shy. Like what the fuck? You know, it's like because I'm keeping my hand to the side because I don't want that giant bouncer to beat the shit out of me.
My favorite was still going to like the titty bars in Canada, man, at 19 years old.
Oh yeah, dude, that was cool. Me and Brian, hey baby,
hey baby.
That was the first time I ever went to. Me and you went together the first time to a strip club.
Yeah,
and that guy's sitting there and he's like
on pervert row. He's
like as big as me and Brian combined. He was huge, like 500 pounds.
Yeah.
This guy was massive. And he's sitting there, hey, baby.
Just throwing money
yeah, baby. He kept saying, yeah, baby. And he was just the biggest guy in the world. And then I was like, dude, this is what these people do through life. Like,
we went early because remember we went with Brad.
Yeah.
It was like 4:30.
4:30 in the afternoon.
He's just
probably wasn't that early.
It's a different breed at
early.
that time.
We started real early.
It's a different breed at that time.
I will tell
you
when
you go outside the sun, oh, God.
Because we waited. It was right after my 19th because I obviously turned 19 the year after him, and it was like October, so it was still sunlight out when we went into the bar. It was like, oh God, it's really early. We had a head start.
What the hell is the place we used to go?
We went to Lips, which became Leopards.
Yeah, Lips became Leopards.
I'm trying to remember.
And we ended up at Studio 4 too, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the place me and Bri used to. I can't remember.
$1 Million Saloon was the big one.
Cheetahs.
Well, over here, me and Bri used to go to 7 in Van Dyke. What the hell is that place called?
Duchess.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I can't tell.
C-section scars.
Well, like we knew girls that worked there, you know, and they worked there because like they hung out with bikers. That was owned by bikers, you know.
No.
And like they like doing a lot of cocaine, you know. And I mean, but I walked out of that place.
I've never heard that about strippers.
I walked out of the Duchess bright and early in the morning many a times.
Yeah.
7 o'clock.
But wait, don't they have to close at a certain time?
Yes. And they did.
Yeah.
They locked the front door.
Yeah.
I will.
Which was not very, which was scary because, you know, we're partying with bikers and strippers.
And it's illegal, and no one's going to find your body.
The door's locked. It didn't have one of the push things that you just get to walk out, and it just locks behind you.
They had to unlock it.
Yes.
So you're trapped in there.
Yes.
And that's scary. Yeah, because
I mean, the first couple times it was kind of trippy, but then, you know, when we got to know them, we did that so regularly with them, and, you know, we bought a lot of drugs from them. So
I'll never forget a time that an unnamed party and that I was with. We were at a bar, Mars Bar.
Yeah.
And there's two of our buddies that we know, and they were looking for
blow.
They were looking for some blow.
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of bikers in there.
Yeah.
Well, one of them comes up to us and is like, "Are you guys cops?" I'm like, "I don't know what's going on. I have no idea that that's why we were there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
No,
what are you
I'm a truck
talking?
driver.
And he picked me.
Yeah.
Are you guys cops? I'm like, no. You sure? I'm like, yeah. I'm not a cop. You know, I'm like,
truck driver.
yeah, I'm a truck driver. I work. You know, I even told him where I work. I work right. I work right at 10 and Gross back here. It's flooring. You know. He's like, all right, because we don't know you, and I didn't know what was going on. Then I found out why they were all like on edge. And, but I was like, dude, and I told our friends, like, guys, don't put me at risk like that. Ever again. Don't fucking ever do that to me. You know, please. Like, don't you know a guy that delivers?
I love when I lived in Hamtramck. I'd walk into these little bars. Like there was a Bosnian one, there was a Albanian one. There's all these little bars, you know. And I'd walk into them and I'd order a beer, and they're like, "You smoke?" I'm like, "Yeah." "Are you a cop?" "No." They'd slide an ashtray over to me. I'm like, all right, cool.
I was worried.
And then they'd start chain smoking their European cigarettes.
Yep.
Yeah. It's always weird when there's like those people that are like that from Central, like Eastern Europe, Central Asia. So it's like they're like kind of European, but kind of Arabic too at the same time.
Yeah.
It's like a confusion. Like,
yep. How far did you live from the Hamtramck Disneyland? You ever seen that?
That's like on,
I don't know.
Hamtramck Disneyland.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until yesterday. In fact, the first time I ever heard of it. No, Thursday.
Isn't it? It's on. It's on Conan, isn't it?
Nah, well, it's off of Conan, but it's on a side street.
Yeah, I think I was only like a mile or so from it.
It just put up a bunch of stuff in his backyard, like old amusement park rides.
Yeah.
He put him in his
I think
backyard.
it's only like a mile and a half down from where I was living.
It is.
I literally lived the
Imagine what his electric bill. Can you imagine an electric bill even having like a tilt-a-whirl in your fucking backyard?
No, you can't ride it all. It's basically like art displays now.
Oh, okay.
It's on the corner of fuck. No.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know exactly where it is.
Can you imagine like what the daily cost of like running a demon drop would be? It's probably like $10,000 a day.
It only shows me one street, Comore.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're talking about. Where I lived, you guys know where Smalls is?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I lived the block over.
Oh, okay.
That's
I lived on Trowbridge, the very first block. Yep.
It's basically
And I
like,
literally lived like 15 houses from Smalls.
Did you have a fucking Adidas jumpsuit so you could fit in?
Yes.
you know, like what's the Tyrese Guyton one? Heidelberg Project.
Yeah.
It was like that, but it's a Hamtramck version.
Yeah, I know
just
where that
weird
is.
stuff in his backyard.
That was only like a mile from like
we were talking
if
about.
that.
It made me think of the Saturday Night Live where he's like, when I was like, you know, they had like not the Jack Handy stuff? Deep Thoughts?
Yeah.
Deep
Jack
Thoughts with
Handy.
Jack Handy? Which Jack Handy's a real person, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that.
Yeah.
I didn't back in the day. I thought it was Phil Hartman doing a character, but it was not. I found out a few years after that Jack Handy was a real person.
Well, he did the he's like, one time my parents were like, hey, my dad's like, hey, we're all going to Disney World. Let's go. Hop in the car. So he drove us for a couple hours, drove us up to a burnt out warehouse. He's like, well, Disney World burnt down, and then took us home.
So
that was the whole thing.
I is bad.
But it made me think of that. I'm like, oh, is that like the burnt out Disney World?
Yeah.
I was talking to my dad in the backyard about people like vacationing. Now, it totally makes sense to go maybe to up north or other place in the Midwest.
Yeah.
But people like go to Florida the only time of the year it's nice here.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Now, if you got kids, I get it. You can't go to Disney World because they're at school or whatever. But going to Disney World in July,
why?
It's fucking crazy. You know, it's like, dude, we got 3 nice months here. That's it. That's all we get.
I knew like there were like
I ain't going anywhere.
There were like a couple kids I remember when I was in school, when I was real young.
Going March.
There was a couple kids that would go. Like they had family, and we would be off for the whole Christmas, and that's where they would go. But they would get to go to Disney, and they would get to go to Disney, and then they'd come back and they'd be all tan and shit. And it's like, damn, man.
Well,
Hillary always used to go in the winter.
Well, that's the cheapest time to go too. But we have, one of Elizabeth's friends, every year they go to Disney in February when they have like midwinter break from school. Yeah. They pick that week. They do it that week every single year. They go to Disney every fucking year.
Yeah.
But it's February. It's cheaper. It's 70-something degrees there or 10 degrees here.
I went to Vegas once in July. I met you, and I'll never do it again.
Ever.
I thought I was going to burn to death.
There was a day that it was 117 degrees when we were there.
I was like, dude, guys, I'm going to fucking die.
There was seriously a day.
It's a dry heat, though, guys.
No. All right.
So was the atom bomb over Hiroshima.
Let's get this very, very clear. 100 degrees does not care if it's dry or humid.
Yeah.
100 degrees is 100 fucking degrees.
Well, we've had dry heat here.
Yeah.
But dry in 95 is not too horrible. I've been okay with it. But when you get into 110, that was awful. It's 117.
It's the 100-degree mark. When it's 101 degrees or above, it don't matter how dry that fucking heat is.
And the sun hurts there. Like the needles on the skin. It was fucking brutal.
When it was 100 degrees in Utah, I couldn't breathe.
Well,
when it was 95,
I
just climbed in the pool once in a while.
I think when we were in Kentucky last year, I talked about this with Big Mike, who's the littlest of the Mikes.
Yes.
But Big Mike.
Yeah.
And when they were living in Georgia and stuff, and Danielle had mentioned, like, oh, for our anniversary, we should go to Savannah and see stuff. Our anniversary is the middle of fucking August.
No.
Yeah.
Why the fuck am I going to go to Savannah, Georgia in the hottest and most humid part of the damn year?
No. Yeah. Now, the thing is, the desert is worse when it's 110, 120.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about like deep south with humidity, if you're getting
August,
if you're getting 105 and humid, holy fuck. You'd be dead.
Yeah. I'm sorry. When you're down south, the deep south, and it's 95 and 98%, 100% humidity, fuck off.
Yeah,
that's deadly shit right there. That can fuck right off.
Yeah, I'm not. I can't, dude.
I'll do like more than likely if I live a long time. More than likely, I'm gonna end up moving back out that way because I liked the desert. I really did. I lived in Utah's the desert.
Well, yeah, but it's high desert, right?
It's not as brutal as Vegas.
But it's
still hot though.
Well, yeah, but like in May when it's 75 out and you're cutting your lawn with no shirt on, you will blister.
Oh yeah.
Because you're that much higher to the sun.
You're the elevation,
Yeah, I didn't know that. Nobody told me about that when I cut my lawn for the first time and Rachel comes running out. Get in here right now. And I come running in. What's wrong? She goes, you are full of blisters. I was.
Well, I don't have to worry about that because I never take my shirt off for anything.
If by some miracle I make it to be old,
it's fine if you ride through the desert on a horse with no name. It does feel good to get out of the rain.
I want to live here in the summer because we have nice summers.
Yeah.
And I want to live out west other than summer.
Yeah.
Or down south somewhere. Yeah. But I don't want to be. I don't know, the winter, man, it does take it out of you.
Like the winter.
Tell me about it.
See, like,
don't see the sun for fucking 3 weeks.
I liked the winters in Utah. I loved it out there. The winters were not that bad. Like, you get some crappy weather, but nothing like here. And it's not like what feels like 7 months out of the year.
Yeah.
You know?
We would come back from hillbilly days in Kentucky when it's April.
Yeah.
And it would be sometimes down there in April, 75 and 80 and perfect.
Yeah.
It's actually way nicer down there in spring than summer. Summer's really hot.
There, the season in Utah, like most of the years, the seasons were actually like
seasons.
Well, they were 3 months apart. You know, like February.
Seasonal.
February, it would start getting about 45 degrees, 50 degrees, and then in March it was like 60 degrees, and then it was 75 and sunny.
No.
Bam.
That's what I lucked out this year though, because May is a toss up here.
Yeah, and it was.
I got COVID on May 1st, and it was nice every single day, and I was able to walk around in the backyard. Yeah. That saved my life.
We've had a little bit of the shitty heat weather, but it's been pretty decent.
Yeah, it's been a good year.
We've had some pretty good weather. So
I was
but the 100 degrees is on its way again, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I say.
That's what they're saying.
When I was
out in the backyard and I had COVID, my mom was like, I was like over here off to the side, like 70 feet away. She closed the door like, Mom, it's not going to get you from
She closed the glass door or just the screen door?
She closed the glass door.
It's going to waft over.
Yeah, it's going to curve around like the JFK bullet.
It's
all right. Are you?
It's like the smug.
All right. We'll see you in a minute. He had to go find his horse with no name.
See, I had the opposite thing because when I got COVID, it was 17 degrees out. So.
Yeah, you're stuck in.
I have not had COVID.
It would have been mentally so horrible for me to get it in the winter, like because I had walked every day out in the backyard, and it kept me like mentally good. I felt fine.
Well, and plus now when you went back to work, it was you technically only had to do the 5 days without symptoms, right?
Yeah.
When I had it, it was 10 days. So I had to stay home for 10 days, even though I only had symptoms for 2 days, basically. I was sick for kind of sick for 2 days. I had to wait 10 days and then come back. And then I swear to God, I came back the Tuesday after Martin Luther King. So Monday we had off. Tuesday I came back. The end of that week, they're like, it's only 5 days now. I'm like, you sons of bitches.
Yeah. It's like a guy that turns 21 on the day they quit the drinking back to 18.
Yeah.
I have not had the COVID.
No.
Yep. You've never had it.
No.
My dad never had that. We think he might have won, but no. Yeah. There's some people that just don't get it.
I don't.
We got to get your blood type, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to start using your blood and blood.
We're going to infuse L's.
All I know is I think like Mom said that I had a specific blood type. She told me what the blood type was, and then when I was in the hospital, they're like, "No, that's not your blood type." I'm like, "No, that's." She goes, "No, it's not your blood type."
You're not B positive?
I don't think so.
Oh, that's what we were always told.
I remember there's sometimes moms are good about knowing your stuff, but sometimes they get it wrong. Like
mine is not the same as yours. I don't believe.
Yeah, because I was always coming when we were growing up. It was always Dad and the three of us all had the same blood type.
You don't want to have.
I think they told me mine was different.
You don't want to have like what is it, B negative, and then some senator has it because you're getting fucking hacked.
Well, Mom has B negative.
They're gonna take your parts.
Which makes sense. Boom, boom.
Yeah, B negative.
Anyways,
but you know, if you get that rare blood type and you fill out them organ donor cards, man, you better not get a hangnail and go to the fucking.
Oh, he had some weird accident.
They're fucking hacking your fucking liver out of you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, he's not going to make it.
You can do that.
It's just a cyst.
If you want to double check your blood type, you can do it, but it doesn't. Insurance doesn't cover it. You have to pay out of pocket. It's like a few $100.
Oh.
If you actually wanted to get it completely tested, I'm like, I don't care. I don't want.
No, yeah, they asked me what my blood type was, and I'm like, I can't remember. And then they checked it, and I go, that doesn't sound right.
Oh.
And they're like, really? I'm like, no, I swear my mom said it was B positive. And they're like, and I think dude, I don't know. I mean, that was the first day I was in there, so maybe I was out of it, and I thought I don't know. I'm pretty sure they told me it was not what I thought it was my whole life.
Well, I remember my mom telling me growing up, like, you have mitral valve prolapse, which is one of your heart valves stays open just a little too long or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, and they're like, hey, because I had to go to the dentist or something where you got to take antibiotics before you go. Because if you got any little thing, they don't want more infection getting in your heart and you're dying.
Yeah.
So, but he goes, yeah, you got a mitral valve prolapse. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you know, why don't we just check your stuff just to see where you're at? Because I hadn't had it checked in a while. And he's like, he checks my heart. He's like, you don't have a mitral valve prolapse. I'm like, what? And he goes, I just checked it. You don't. Like I told my whole life I had it.
It's
like,
not something that goes away.
Yeah, okay, you don't not have it.
Right.
He's like, no, he goes, we were able to look in and the part where, I was born with a hole. He goes, we saw the hole. Very small, though. It's not affecting anything. It's like, he said it's like not having a pinky fingertip or something. It's not a big deal. You're all right now. He said, but you don't have a mitral valve prolapse. I'm like, well, I have anal prolapse.
Yeah, what about an anal prolapse?
Well, you have that.
Hey, you do have that, and you and your boyfriend.
You've been gaped so many times.
The pink sock.
The pink sock.
Yeah, but according to him, I don't have that, so I don't need to do the fucking, antibiotics before I go get dental work now.
Huh.
I thought I did my whole life.
Yeah, and it's definitely not something you grow out of, right?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
And I'm thinking, I never called my mom on it. I'm like, you have that, and you thought I do,
but maybe
don't.
Maybe they told her that.
They might have told her that,
when you were real little.
Huh.
That stuff doesn't. They got to repair that. They got to go in there. And
that's
repair
new.
that.
That's new. That's a valve surgery.
Yeah. like Arnold Schwarzenegger had his fucking that done where they replaced his valve because of it. Because over time, eventually,
I think our uncle had to have something like that.
But eventually, you got to get the valve replaced at some point.
He had to have some kind of valve replacement.
Oh, is that?
Yeah, and it might have been because of that.
Yeah, could have been. I don't remember that.
Yeah, but it was before like his sentence.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen him in over 20 years. So
You talk about your uncle that my dad used to hang around, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. I think he had to have like a valve replacement.
Yeah.
But and I think it had something to do with that.
Huh.
Because he's been asthmatic his whole life, and he's had other health problems his whole life.
Florida's where you want to be then.
Yeah, right.
Right by the bayou. Not the bayou, the Everglades, sorry.
It's funny
Humidity's
because
perfect.
It's funny because like here like when it'd get humid and I smoked, I had a breathing. I would have a hard time breathing sometimes when it was humid.
Yep.
But I never had that when I was out west.
Oh, it's definitely better to be out in drier weather.
But now, I mean, like for the longest time, I thought, okay, well, this is what I'm stuck with. This breathing and wheezing when I sleep, and I have not.
Brad,
since I quit smoking, never had an issue.
Brad, Dr. B, he had asthma. He moved out to Phoenix and says it helped immensely.
Yeah.
So definitely. So as it progressed, I always talk about going down south. The reality, because I have asthma and some lung issues, probably should be out west is where I should go.
Yeah.
If I want to,
you mentioned Dr. B, and there was a guy who was pitching for the Royals today against the Tigers who had the same name. I was like, ha.
First and last?
First and last.
Oh, okay.
That was funny.
We came back and won that game.
Riley Green walk-off home run, his first home run of his career.
It was 2 home runs in a row.
Yeah, that was great.
In the ninth.
Bottom of the ninth. Well, solo shot to tie it, solo shot to win it.
Yeah, except for we lost yesterday to them.
Yeah.
And the Royals are like horrible.
Yeah. Well,
horrible like us.
There.
Yeah. Are they more horrible or equally horrible?
They're 2 games worse than us.
About equal.
Yeah.
It's an equal shit fight.
Yeah. It was but speaking of Tigers and Royals, a guy who used to pitch for both teams, Kyle Farnsworth. Have you seen Kyle lately?
Yeah, he's a bodybuilder.
He's a bodybuilder now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like bodybuilding competitions. He's 6'8" also.
Yeah. He's like 46 years old and he's like
Dude's
completely
fucking
ripped.
jacked.
Yeah.
All natural.
Yeah.
Yep.
No steroids.
No.
At 46, having more muscle than he ever had.
He's not using anything at all.
I'll find it. I'll send you the picture.
He was a big dude already, but yeah, he's just super
I'm sorry, he's
jacked.
6'4", but it's still.
It's still huge, though.
Yeah, he was a big...
most bodybuilders, they don't. It's harder for them if they're too much over 6 foot. They want the perfect range for a bodybuilder is 5'7" to 5'10" because the muscle bellies aren't longer. You want actually, but not too short either. They're short, it's even stumpier.
Yeah.
There's like a sweet spot. Guys like mine and your height is ideal for bodybuilding. Brian would be the taller end.
There was this girl that I went to.
You had phone with you?
Yeah, I got it. So
I'm sending you.
There was a girl that I went to night school with. I used to hang out with. She was really cool, and I hadn't heard or seen anything from her in like years. And I saw her on Facebook, and her husband's like into like weightlifting and bodybuilding, and then she got into it, and like she looks good though. She ain't like overly like but she's ripped, but not like overly ripped. But she looks damn good, man. You know?
Yeah, I was again, I always talk about the Delray Misfits, but a lot of them girls, they take not high amounts, but they take just fitness girls, even like strippers, they'll take a little bit of steroids, just a little microdose to just tighten up.
Yeah.
And there's certain types you can take that won't make you look, won't change their voice.
Yeah.
Because some of them, they take so much testosterone.
Well,
like,
that's what it is. That's what they used to be. Those girls would, what are you dorks up to?
We're sitting here, Phil, doing my awesome show.
Talking about gaping.
Yeah. So we were talking about gaping, trunk butt.
Yeah.
Which is a prolapse.
Yes.
Remember when it used to be called trunk butt?
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't called prolapse in the 90s. It was called trunk butt.
And then there was the pink sock.
Then pink sock, yeah. Now it's anal prolapse.
I sent you the picture, Mike. You should check it out.
I heard a summons. Well, yeah, I was talking about how much I loved Utah.
Yeah, what's going on about Utah?
Yeah, they'll probably move back there someday
So also
when I retire.
back to the Tigers and the Royals. Wizard
Jesus
sleeves.
Christ, he's got veins across his chest.
He's 46.
Yeah,
He's got veins on his fucking legs.
I mean, he was always in shape, but
yeah,
it's
he was always
Jesus,
a big dude,
he's
but yeah,
huge. So the Tigers and the Royals play again tomorrow.
right.
And it's on Peacock. Peacock games on Sunday start at 12 o'clock.
Do they live stream on the Peacock?
Yeah, you can watch them.
Okay.
Well, yeah, and the
I have it now.
Peacock is doing the no announcer.
That's what I was
thing.
going to say. There's no announcers for the game tomorrow.
Yeah, they're just doing like
just a live
field
feed video.
reporting.
You just on the field reporting, but there's no like play-by-play or
Yeah.
color.
They're trying to phase out announcers or something?
No, they want you to experience
Phil,
the
you're in
sounds
great
of the
shape.
game.
You won't be dead by then.
The sounds of the game, deal with all. Because if you watch a game,
I'm already
how
pretty
many-
old.
How many times a game do you hear them throw out some stupid fucking stat?
Yeah, right.
A lot of them I like. A lot of them I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
So it's something different.
Well,
They're trying.
the announcers are like,
They're trying to attract to a younger crowd
Yeah.
because they say that stuff's boring and makes the game seem like it drags too long.
I mean,
they're just trying to get rid of humans.
Yeah.
that's probably what it is.
Well, yeah, they said they want robot umps by like certain year too, like next.
Well,
few
Manfred
years.
says it's going to start in 2024, possibly.
Yeah.
Wow.
But-
There'd be some people arguing with the robot. Motherfucker.
But that's the thing. These people, all the people that complain all the time about the umpires, just people. It's nonstop. Those are the same people that are complaining about. They want them to get rid of those umpires and everything, but when they talk about getting rid of them, they're like, "You can't do that."
Okay. Great shape doesn't account for terrible life decisions. I'm sure Scorn. Here, I'll read it. It's like, I'm sure Scorn or Jilted Breezy will shank me.
Probably
That's true.
with a shiv made out of a hockey stick.
Well, I am hoping that once all my treatments are done here, and I'm hoping to go out there to visit because my cousin still lives there. So
You probably have some friends out there still, don't you?
yeah.
Not Phil. He's not anyone's
He knows
friend.
no
He's
one's friend.
evil.
Phil said you could stay at his place.
But
though.
he actually I think he actually lives like close to our cousin.
Where exactly do you live, Phil?
Address.
Give the address and then we'll look it up.
You got you got geocaching apps. Give that latitude,
Yeah.
longitude.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. One more baseball thing. Happy 30th anniversary to a league of their own.
Oh yes, they've been playing it all weekend.
Yes.
Phil says 100%. You
That's
can stay
what I
with him.
thought. My cousin is somewhere near there. I just don't remember where.
I love a league of their own because it kind of let women
might
think
be-
that
it
they
might
can
be
Cottonwood
close.
Heights. That sounds like a diverse area.
Cottonwood.
Yeah, it's the
Peckerwood Lane.
that's how addresses are out there. Like mine was 5396 west 2300 north.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's
It's like them Grand Rapids addresses.
there's roads in Ohio that are like County Road A and E. So
Yeah.
you're like at the corner
Yeah.
of A and E, B and D. Like, I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck,
well,
man?
yeah, like
we were just talking
like-
about that because a lady at work, her son
it's
lives
a grid
in
system that
Columbus
basically
Grove.
starts from Temple Square.
Yeah, that's what you just said.
Yeah,
grid system makes
Joseph
sense.
Smith.
yeah. It starts at Temple
You
Square,
can
and
still
it's a
have
grid
a grid
system.
system, but
Well, it
have
threw
names.
me. All right, so when I first moved out there, I didn't know. Like, I was looking for some place that was at like the corner of. I'm like, what the hell is this? It's at the corner of 900 and 900. One was like east 900 north, and the other one was south 900 west or something. I'm like, what the hell is this, man? I didn't know where the hell I was. You know.
Yeah, so you get
And then you put it into GPS. Shit, it didn't know where the fuck it was either.
Yeah.
And then basically how I was taught, somebody said, "See the mountains?" I'm like, "Yeah." They go, "That's east." And they're like, "So just think of that, and you'll be able to find your way." And that's how I started learning.
I always tell people here, if you go into water, you've gone too far east.
Well, like
So turn around and go the other way.
basically,
that's true.
the west side of the Rockies is east over there. So like,
Oh, that makes sense.
when you see the mountain range, that's east.
That's why Art Bell, west of the Rockies, that was his callers.
Yeah.
East of the Rockies, west of the Rockies.
Yep.
That's the only thing he took. He didn't specify like, okay, Bill in Omaha. You know.
Yep. Yeah, my buddy Tony was like, all right, you see the mountains? I'm like, yeah. He goes, that's east. I go, okay, what's that do? He goes, well, you'll always know where you are. If you're heading towards the mountains, you're going east. So you live west of the mountains. I'm like, oh, okay. He goes, so if you're in the general vicinity, and then I lived right by an Air Force base.
Oh, yeah.
So then
Phil, that shit's stupid.
the extra zeros. Yes, yeah. Yeah.
How about
Yeah, we have a really easy system. 5 mile, 6 mile,
Yeah.
7 mile,
And
8
then-
mile.
and then we
You
name-
going east and west.
And then we name like the roads after like, I don't know, racist judges or some shit, right? all the crossroads are like named after like racist and Frenchmen.
Guys I like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Guys.
Yeah. It's after a bunch
People I
of
admire.
Frenchies and judges.
Germans.
Yeah.
War heroes.
I think our system's perfect, and I understand it, so I like it.
Yeah.
John Stockton.
Yeah,
Boulevard.
yeah.
Yeah, that's how you know.
That's real. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure it is,
Yeah.
Do you have to wear nutters to walk around there?
because they love them some John fucking Stockton there.
Oh yeah.
They sure love that man.
Will they assist you
Well, there's
when
like
you're lost?
there used to be there was the dealerships Stockton Malone. Was it Second South? Yeah, I remember
God.
seeing it.
I'm Carl Malone. I'll deliver right to you with my own truck.
So, if you know where Polygamy Square is, then you can go
Yeah.
wherever you want, right?
Basically, like seriously, like everything starts at Temple Square and then it's a grid from there out. Yeah,
Jesse,
we need to cook.
you need to cook.
Oh, he's doing Breaking Bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'd never seen that.
I've never watched Breaking Bad. I heard it's pretty good.
I don't know
They're
what that has
all
to do with-
Malone now. Yeah, he took over a bunch of power sports stores. Yeah, it used to be Stockton to Malone. That was what they were called. Now they're all just Malone.
I tried to fuck Kobe's
Carl
wife.
Oh, Kyle Malone. This is Kyle Malone.
Yeah. Carl Malone was ripped.
He was.
So ripped to the bone.
Remember when he wrestled?
Yeah. He had beat up Rodman.
Yeah.
And who was it? I think it was Hulk Hogan. He clothesline too.
He clotheslined Hogan.
Yeah.
He didn't. Okay.
He didn't try. Yeah. I've been watching Ric Flair's fucking YouTube channel
Yeah.
because he has his buddies call in
Oh yeah.
and they're talking about how much they used to drink. I don't know how they fucking perform so well.
I don't know. Well,
I would be hungover.
yeah.
One thing I didn't know though, I found out though why I probably never became an alcoholic. They say if you get bad hangovers, typically the worst you do is just become a binge drinker.
Yeah.
Because you can't handle, and I've always got horrible hangovers.
I never
Yeah.
really got him.
Yeah,
That's why
and
I
they say that, and people that don't get them are people that tend to be alcoholics.
I
And
never really got I got them like early on when I would drink because I'd drink too much, mix too many things. I'd get them,
Yeah.
but I never I got through that.
Yeah, see,
You're a quitter.
Yeah, if I would have been only like a lot of people I know, Frank, Matt, Bobby, people I know that drink regularly, like through the week,
Mm-hmm.
they don't get hangovers, and they think it's weird that I do. I get so sick when I drink that it fucking it's. And I always said that. I go, I'm not a moral person. I can't handle the hangovers. Otherwise, I would do it every fucking day.
Can't do it.
Yeah, like my my buddy John out.
I got
in
to plan
Utah.
it.
That's reason number one why I don't drink anymore, because I just don't. I will have one, and I will have a hangover the next day.
My buddy John out in Utah, like his wife would drink on Friday, and she would get shit faced, like drink a whole bottle of Bacardi, but then for 2 days she was hungover and she wouldn't drink again all week. She only drank on Fridays.
That's what I did. That's what I've done for 20 years, Al.
Yep.
But it's Saturday.
Yep.
Now there was a time I would say from 2000 from about 2010 or 11 till about 4 years ago, I would do Friday and Saturday both.
Yeah.
But it got to be that was too hard because my fucking sides would literally hurt and shit through the week.
Wait, who's a weeping gash? I just realized. Were you talking about me or him?
You're a weeping guy. So yeah,
Somebody's a quitter.
So if you get bad hangovers, it's kind of protects you from going to the next round.
Today, Junior.
Shut up, Phil.
I'm working on getting a hangover. I'm getting a hangover, right?
Yeah, there's a G there, not an H,
Yeah.
buddy.
I'm your boy. I'm your boy.
Yeah.
A young boy.
So yeah,
Jamaican dance hall.
yeah.
A young boy.
Yeah, that would be a problem though. Like, if you didn't get hangovers, you'd want to do it all the time. I really would.
I probably would.
Yeah.
Because why not? I mean, like, other than ruining your life. I mean,
yeah. I mean, it was a way of life. It was just like,
Well,
all right.
You know, I said if I do one, but honestly, last time I drank at all was, I had a beer in January. So I had one beer in January, and I was fine.
in Kentucky, you drink a little bit.
I had a little bit there. And just before that, we went to the Copper Hop, and I had some of the craft brew, which is stronger. But I'm like, I had two, but two is 20 ounces each. So I basically had 40 ounces of beer, and I felt like crap the next day.
40 ounce in my lap, and it's freezing my balls.
But I think it's certain hops and stuff too. So if I drink a lot of different stuff,
Well, sometimes it's just how it agrees. I've gotten lucky where I've drank like a case and barely I felt fine. Then there's days where a 6-pack destroys my stomach. Feel like shit for like 2 days.
well, that's what I was worried about because I only had a beer when we were in Kentucky, but I had a couple of shots of the Fireball. Ugh. But that one beer, I was like worried the next morning I was going to wake up and have a headache immediately.
Yeah,
and I didn't.
When Aaron was here, that was a bad couple days.
Yeah.
I missed Monday. That was Saturday.
Yeah.
I missed work Monday.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, I went over to Frank's and I was doing shots.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And that just put me over the edge. I don't know why. I'm always gonna like the right time. I like drinking, whatever, but I cannot drink shots anymore. I've got to never do it again. It's so
I
bad.
may have a phone call.
What's up?
Almost.
You're a homo. You
Probably.
So how you doing? You drunk now?
I'm all right. Huh?
You drunk now?
No, dude, I don't drink anymore.
Good.
I
Quitter.
participate in other activities, but
Quitter.
You're doing the edibles, aren't you?
oh yeah,
Yes. The gummies.
yeah, dude.
That's what Rex from Pantera does now. Because he
That makes sense.
fucked his stomach
Doesn't
up
have a
drinking,
liver.
so now he just does weed.
Yeah.
It's like-
Doesn't have no kidneys, no liver, nothing. That dude's a walking scarecrow.
yeah, he's like Phil is like his Phil doesn't look as deteriorated as him, but mentally Phil, he
Yeah.
putting senses.
He's been gone for 20 years mentally.
Yeah. So what the hell are you doing, man?
Oh, I was just checking in on you and your goofiness. I
Yeah.
miss Al.
You miss
Bragg's on fire, but that's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so you playing Warzone tonight?
Oh, I don't know. How come you haven't beat Elden Ring yet, Michael?
Cuz it's hard.
It is
It's
difficult.
not either.
Yeah. You do the Frank Tilley thing where you fucking level your guy way up.
Full name.
Yeah. You level your guy completely up so it's nice and easy.
He still full named him.
At least there's two of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. I got to get back to it. I'm probably gonna at some point. Just I got to a point where it's like it was frustrating me a little bit.
Yeah.
That's what you call your Uncle Phil to come in there and protect you from the big bully.
With your magical spells.
You have to stab this guy until everything dies. It's fine.
Yeah.
I gotta get one of them next gen systems before I play anything.
Get the Series S. It's dirt cheap and available everywhere.
No, I gotta go all out. If I'm
You gotta
getting
get
it,
the
I'm
big
getting
one.
it.
You're
I
gonna
gotta-
have to do the fucking the payment plan then. 'Cause you can't
You're
get
gonna
it.
probably have to get a new TV too.
Yeah.
Oh, my TV's new.
I actually really do like this TV now, but I hated it
Do
at
ya?
first
till I figured it out.
It's so dim though.
But it's
Yeah.
so dim.
Yeah, I still I'll look at my phone every day, and I'll look. You know how you get
You
your
get a comment?
YouTube? It's like you are a fucking retard. It's every morning. I'll get a new comment like someone take this video down.
Dude, that
you
was like, how long ago was it that you?
I made that thing over a year ago.
I was gonna say,
and they still hate my guts. Like you need to be off the internet, and like they hate me. They hate my guts.
That is fantastic. That's the every day.
Well, the thing I do like the TV now, and I've it's awesome. But I'm not going to admit it to them.
Right.
Hell no.
Because I want them to fucking be mad. Let them hate.
It's probably dim. It's probably dim because you have your light sensor on to dim it when it's dark.
Yeah. Well, and then plus the Series X, the HDR and everything's way more compatible, and it just works really good.
Yeah, it looks like looks nice, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's perfect. No, I like it a lot. For a TV that's under 1,000, it's about as good a picture as you're gonna get for gaming.
Yeah.
So
without going to like a 24-inch monitor.
Yeah, if you can go to a 24-inch monitor that's like 240 hertz and cost you, good.
The same amount as your TV.
Yeah, but that's good. There's validity in different approaches, Phil, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
I got a new TV. I haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
Al, you don't use anything you buy.
Yeah.
No. I didn't buy it. Lindsay and her husband gave it to me.
Oh, okay.
It's like a 55-inch. Like, it's really big. It's like really nice one, but it was too big for. He bought it and it was just way too big for the house, and then he just gave it to me.
Only 55 inch.
It's 50.
They got really small room. So
yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
He just gave it to me.
You haven't used it yet, though.
I haven't used it yet because eventually I'm going to be opening up my my new fuck shop downstairs.
Yeah.
Get a sex swing.
Yeah, my sex swing is going to go up, and then I'll need the TV for filming all the torture that I'll be providing.
I think they call that dungeon.
Yes,
dungeon.
I'll be providing all the torture you can handle.
You gotta keep a cuck down there in a crate.
Yeah.
Female cuck. Yeah. Oh no, you get her husband, put him in a crate.
Yeah.
Make him watch you plow his wife.
I want to
Make
cuck.
her be the cuck.
I want to cuck females.
Yeah, we try to start that.
Yeah. It didn't work out.
Yeah. It's like go in there and clean out that cream pie slut.
I don't think we really worked that hard at it, but
No, we talked about it for about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And we just gave up.
We laughed when I said it though. We're like a female cock.
It's our most viewed TikTok.
Yeah, female cock. Of
course.
It's
female cuck.
It was talking about female, and then one guy commented. He goes, I know guys that do this.
Really?
Yeah.
That is outstanding.
Phil, do you ever put one in a crate?
Yeah, dude.
I know you
Who are you
have.
talking to?
Yeah,
You gotta have.
great.
I mean, yeah, you're a handy guy. You probably built some nice cages to put them in.
You're gonna have to be crated. You're.
You put newspapers on the floor too.
Giant litter box, size of a bed.
Yeah, dude.
This is where you're gonna stay the next few months.
It does.
Never
It does
tell you
what
the
it's
story
told.
about- Speaking of female cocks, ever tell you the story when I first started dating my wife?
No, I like where this is going. Though.
Yeah, no, you didn't tell me.
No, I'd like to hear this.
Go
story.
ahead.
So we got to go back in time to 2012.
Well,
10 years ago, as a matter of fact. It was a dark and stormy night. Not really. That was when my ex-wife got all pissed off on her Xbox Live and I was pumping her sister-in-law. Well, yeah. And I just kept playing. I didn't care.
Oh,
She
the
left.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
were up for that.
Oh, the Borderlands thing, yeah.
Yeah.
She left him because he wouldn't stop playing Borderlands. That's a funny way for it to end.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care.
No,
So we were
you're
separated. So I started dating this younger lady who turned out to be crazy, as they usually are if I'm involved.
yeah. That's your only flavor.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I know. And she was of the faith out here.
Oh,
Just got
yes.
divorced.
Oh, yes.
So we hung out a few times. Then New Year's Eve, we were going to go to a local hockey game out here. So I went to go pick her up. And she's like, oh, I'm upstairs getting ready. I'm like, I know what that means.
Yeah.
So took her to
ATM.
a very no. very abbreviated pound town. I faked it. First time in my life I've ever faked it. Weird feeling.
Oh, dropping loads.
Oh, it came so hard. Let's go. Hockey.
Oh, shit. All right, I'm out.
Sometimes you can have regurgitation.
Yeah. And, dude, I couldn't tell you where it started and ended. It was so fucking hairy.
Oh, it was
Whoa.
It was so hairy you couldn't say.
Oh, wow.
It was rough. Anyway.
Looked like a diaper.
Like the next day, she's like, I talked to my bishop and we can't see each other anymore. I'm like, all right, easy come, easy go.
My bishop.
So fast forward a few years, and she hits me up. She's like, hey, we should like get back together. I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I don't need that.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Your hooter looks bad.
Am I going to have to put a bunny in the pot, Phil?
Yeah. So then she started like showing up at my house, showing up at work, leaving presents in my truck.
Leaving presents?
Like dead animals?
Yeah.
Did she Amber Heard your truck?
Amber heard it to the grapevine.
Thank God that wasn't known back then, or it probably would have happened.
Like that movie Fear with Mark Wahlberg, but in reverse.
Yeah. So I start dating my wife, and she finds out about it, and they start like attacking her and like telling me all these stories about her.
Oh, about your wife's lifestyle or whatever. Yeah, trying to get you off the.
Let's be honest. Anybody compared to me is going to be a saint.
Yeah. Do you know that your wife made out with another man, Phil? In 2013, she made out with a man.
Oh, watch out. God damn.
Yeah.
2013, I had a lady from Sweden fly over, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, I remember that when that happened, the fucking butt hurt. See, I always tell people I met you playing video games with. That's actually not the truth. There's a forum where we ripped on people. Yeah. That's where I met Phil. I met Phil on a forum. That's where I met him. Yeah.
Relentlessly ripping on.
And there was one tall, nice-looking blonde Swedish girl that all the freaking simps liked. And she fucking flew across the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah, to see Phil, right?
To see Phil. And they were so mad that she picked him. And they were, like, pissed. Like, they
were trying for, like, 6 years. It took me about, I don't know, 2 days.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that. Because, actually, she was from a rival forum. And we started posting there, and it was like, like a week, Phil had her flying out.
Wow.
And her simps couldn't get her to do nothing. So that was pretty funny.
So they were going off, and then she started texting my wife. And then she sent it like a naked selfie in a mirror saying, well, we both should fuck him, and he can pick the winner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
That's wow.
That sounds like a fair contest.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Sounds like you win either way.
I would.
Nah, I don't win on that one, dude.
No, yeah.
I want to see a big old giant boof come out of panties. Not you, not I.
I would have just,
Can't keep all that hair under the hairnet.
Like a chia pet.
You gotta trim that shit down, man. Come on now.
Jesus Christ, it's like Link from fucking show back in the day.
It's like a Gary Spivey wig coming out. Yeah,
I still heard from her for like 2017 was the last time I heard from her. She was getting married and she called me on like an unknown number. And she was like, I'm getting married tomorrow. If you don't want me to, I'll stop it. I'm like, nah, good luck.
This is your last chance.
I'll pass.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'll pass.
I'm giving you the ultimatum.
I'm wondering, I wonder how her husband would feel if he found that out.
Probably wouldn't believe it.
Right?
Like if you had the recording of that.
My Josiah would never do that.
If you had a recording of that and been like, this right here was your wife the night before your wedding.
Dude, it got so fucked. Like I talked to her mom at one point and she was like, I'm like, hey, I just gotta let you know, you gotta get your kid under control because she's fucked. And she's like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, what has she told you? And she's like, well, that you guys have been dating for the last year, but you work and travel for work, so that's why I haven't been at any family function. I'm like, no, we have not been dating. I've been trying to get her to leave me alone. Here's a bunch of texts. Do with it as you will. And I didn't hear from her for, I don't know, like 3 weeks. And then she came back with a vengeance.
With a vengeance.
Why did you tell my mom? Because you're unstable.
Yeah.
And I'm worried about you harming yourself or me.
Yeah. Mostly me.
Mostly me.
Mostly me.
If I'm being honest.
Pretty much all me.
There's
all of me.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like some I'm not trying to sound like a red pill manosphere show, but there's this I got to tread carefully here. There's 2 guys we know that were tag teamed. Brian knows what. There's 2 guys we know that tag team this girl regularly, and Brian would know who she is anyway. Maybe not this happened, but and they were tag teamer and treating her like a farm animal for like a month, and well, about 2 months after that, I go to another person's house that we know. And she's there with a guy, and it's like this is my woman, you know this, and I'm like, dude, you have no idea.
Oh, and it had been his woman, not just for a month.
Yeah. He'd been with her at the time.
Oh yeah, that
and
sucks.
it was like, and
she brought the boyfriend over.
And but she saw me, and her face turned white as a ghost because she knows that I know.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I've seen that look before, yeah.
And she walked up to me like with this look of terror, and the only thing I said to her was like, I'm not gonna say anything.
Yeah,
that's all I said. That's all, what else can you say?
Yeah,
because I'm not going to say anything.
It's not my business.
Well, yeah, it's not my business. No one's gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Or care.
Right.
Other than him.
And
you know what I mean? And
well, first of all, you don't know him, so who gives a shit?
Yeah. Well, I do know.
Oh, you did?
Not yet. Not close. Not as close as the 2 that were spit roasting her.
Right.
But I knew him.
Right.
And I didn't have the heart. There's no way I was going to tell him.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Other than I hope you got a good immune system.
I'm only doing something like that if it's like if it's a close friend of mine that's that shit's happening.
Oh yeah, if it was a good friend, absolutely.
And then
Yeah, but it's 2 close friends spit roasting an offshoot acquaintance.
Yeah, no.
So I can't,
Sorry, dude.
And then I told them like there's
subtle hints.
And I was like, there's this guy that I know from the local music scene. You guys are spit roasting this woman. Wow. Could you please stop? I'm like, could you please stop?
Have you not noticed an uptick in the smell of piss around her?
Yeah. So that was, the world's a scary place. I guess that's my point.
Yeah, exactly.
So it make me think of like, anytime my woman's 20 minutes late, I'm thinking of her getting spit roasted.
She's just getting off.
They're friggin' rotisserie her, spinning her around.
I wonder where my girl is. Oh no, she's being spit roasted.
I was getting piped.
That's getting piped. Well, you're extra wet today for some reason.
Why are you 20 minutes late? It's only like 6 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, but you were supposed to be here at 5:30. Who are you with?
Like I've said,
don't leave me.
Please don't leave me.
Like I said, I'm not handsome, and even I get propositioned for sex every now and then. So what in the fuck are these chicks doing?
Yeah,
it's like, and they're like taken, I'm like, dude, if you're willing to try that with me, imagine what good-looking guys get. They're ruining everybody's life. They're ruining everybody's life. Yeah, man.
I have a buddy that he was digging out a married lady, and the husband would film it. And then my buddy and the wife started like a secret romance. And I was like, what the fuck?
A secret? Oh God!
With you?
A secret romance.
One of the last girls I was with was married. I thought that they were like split up.
Well, if you don't know, then it's different.
I thought they were split up, and then all of a sudden my phone rang. It was her phone. I answered. I'm like, hey. And it was her husband. It was like 3 a.m, and he's like, why do you have this number? I go, who is this? He's like, oh, I'm her husband. I'm like, I was under the assumption she was divorced. He goes, no, she's not. I go, okay, well. He goes, but you and I have had this conversation before. I go, dude, I've never heard your fucking voice in my life. And he's like, are you sure this isn't the guy? I would just talk to you like 4 months ago. I go, I wasn't even with her 4 months ago. Wrong guy. Then I was like, don't worry. This number's blocked as soon as I'm off the phone with you.
Taste my leavings, bro.
And that was it. I was like, well, then, there was like, then he's like, me and you've had this conversation. I go, oh, okay. So she cheats on you regularly with multiple guys. I'm out.
Yeah.
You know?
That's usually the case.
I mean, I didn't care because I was just banging, but I cared because I'm like, well, all right, I don't know who else she's sleeping with. And,
Yeah.
Shit, Lumberg fucked her.
Yeah, Lumberg fucked her. I know, man. So.
This is so bad.
Mike would have still dated her, though.
Yeah. She's in love with me. I'm different than the others. I'll be still that guy.
Yeah.
I'm the only guy she'll have.
Your buddies come over and you're on the ground all like pain and sad and shit.
Yeah,
I can't get up.
My heart
I remember that
hurts.
happened when I was younger. You know, girl you're obsessed with. Like, oh yeah, me and my boys ran a train on her the other night, man. I'm like, fuck, man, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's my dream girl, and you guys are fucking farm animal. You know, you guys are fucking. You guys like
That's your first mistake.
You know, there's
no dream girl.
There's been
Well, I'm talking about when I was young, Phil, like 2 weeks ago.
There's been a couple times that I really dug a chick and then found out she really didn't dig me. She dug my friend.
Oh yeah, that's rough.
That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's got to be brutal.
It sucks, but you know, so be it. Usually, like back when we were young, though, they usually had a friend, then they just hook you up with the friend.
Yeah. Well, look, I don't like you, but Tara over here does.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Whatever.
She's bigger than you.
do butt
She's
stuff.
bigger.
That happened a few times too, but sometimes it didn't.
Yeah. Not, my standards keep dropping out.
Came to be.
Now it's just like, you can't be heavier than me. Just don't be heavier than me.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty easy.
Al, do you remember Twilla?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's gutter trash. Twilla is gutter trash.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun place.
This girl I went to,
Yeah.
oh, it's a great time.
Yeah.
This girl I went to high school with, I was a little older. I just happened to run into her. She's like, "Hey, you should come out to my house and have a party on Saturday." I'm like, "Fuck, all right."
Yeah, that's like you go head out to the airport and then just keep going past it, and it's like nowhere.
Yeah, dude.
Then there's like all these like military barracks or something out that way.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I know where it is. We used to go out there and shoot guns out there in the middle of nowhere.
That's where you go pop off rounds.
Yeah.
So I go
Pop
out to
off
this
more
party.
rounds.
Yeah.
I would go to this party. I'm throwing air quotes up, and I was drinking beers on the way out because she wasn't a small girl at that point.
Right.
It ain't gonna suck itself. So I get out there. It's just her and her friend, and they're both probably 220, 230. I put my arms around both money to the side. I was like, I don't know if this is your tits or your back, but whatever. It's all good. Let's go.
I ain't Brad Pitt myself. Go on. We're going to have a good time.
I woke up the next morning at like 6 or 7. One was laying on my pants. I'm like, yeah, those are going to stay.
Yeah.
Sleep your pants.
With a hoodie as a pair of pants. I didn't want to wake up those beasts.
They're the beast.
As long as you don't have to, as long as you can get your wallet and
Yeah, that's why I used to leave that in the console every time I'd go into anything like that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Right.
You never know.
Yeah.
Good old Twilla.
The funny thing
It was
is,
probably Mike's size.
good. It's yeah. I'd like to try it. Maybe one day I'll try that in even matchup. Are you 287? All right, let's see what happens. Equal force.
Until the tape gets overlaid.
Yeah, those are like weird for a guy like L size, because a girl your size would still can look really good.
Yeah.
So it'd be like equal,
Yeah, right.
I don't know, man.
I usually like them a little bigger though.
Yeah, equal resistance. Oh, you're getting knocked back then.
Yeah,
You get knocked.
I usually like them a little bigger. I can square them in there pretty deep.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. You gotta
Giant ass any day of the week.
Yeah,
take a giant ass.
if I'm on top missionary, they're like, somebody was like filming it, they'd be like, "Where's he at?"
He's being absorbed, like Dragon Ball Z, becoming one with her.
Wait, his clit has hair on top. Oh, that's a human.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I think though the worst nightmare of like any father though would be your daughter becoming the blowjob girl.
Mm,
You know the ones like when everyone's hitting puberty, they don't do anything else.
Yeah.
They're not even. They're just blowing random guys.
As a dad, I would prefer that than the opposite.
Yeah. I guess you can't get pregnant. I mean, yeah.
Hey, cuz.
Exactly.
Well, you know there's a podcast called The Red Scare. A couple of like they're kind of political, nerdy East Coast chicks. Pretty interesting though.
What are they?
It's called The Red Scare.
The Red Scare?
Because they're both Russian.
Oh, okay.
Red Scare. They're American, but
How
they're
many
Russian.
times have you pumped to that, Mike?
Well, I wanted to get to the story though. They said, and like this ain't my information because I don't want to be putting it up. They said that Megan Fox was the blowjob girl in her town.
Really?
That's why she had so. And she goes, "Isn't she like 4 or 5 too many attractive points to be the blowjob girl? Usually that job's reserved for like a 5 or a 6.
Hey.
You know."
No, she's got that weird sound, dude.
Yeah, that's true.
So you think it's true, Phil? Do you think she was the town blowjob girl?
Hey.
I could see that.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the best one ever.
Because she might have been. Who knows? She could have been a nerdy chick that like just wanted like.
Well, she is drinking blood by now. She is weird.
Yeah.
I mean, it's believable.
She's weird.
She probably smelled funny.
Yeah, she smelled like the Sacred Rose Fest.
Ugh.
Yeah, the new kid in town, like, okay, we're going to take you to the blowjob girl. So you can be part of our group. Like, oh, man, it's going to be some fat shit. It's Megan Fox. Like, oh, shit. It's like, this ain't bad at all.
No.
I like living here. I'll definitely be part of the gang.
She kind of smells like a turtle tank, but that's okay.
Yeah, turtle tank.
That,
yeah. Like the crickets that are sitting in the bottom dead for months.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You'll have to explain that to Brian later, Mike. He doesn't get that, I know.
Yeah.
It sounds like a 60s doo-wop song that never got popular. Yeah.
We're talking about how, like, a lot of towns and cities or neighborhoods had a blowjob girl.
Yeah, that didn't do anything else when she.
Yeah, they're just kind of there for that.
Yeah.
Well, supposedly, Megan Fox was that in her town. Not Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I would say it's a pretty good rating for a blowjob girl.
Yeah, that's acceptable.
The Mary girl I was just talking about.
Yeah.
I talked to her.
She's a blowjob girl?
I talked to her a bunch of times in the two.
You're my blowjob girl. Thank you.
In the two different bars that I'd see her in, and then I don't even know what we were talking about. We were just talking about something. I think we were talking about something dirty, and she's like, "Do you want a blowjob right now?" I'm like,
"Yeah,
right here."
Like she goes, "Yeah, we'll go for a ride." I'm like, "Yes." She goes, "We'll go to the other bar," and on the way there, I'm like, "Yeah, let's do that."
I guess that was how you were raised. We'll go for a ride.
So that was it. She's like, "Yeah." Pulled down this little industrial street and
kind of worry myself if I hold the mic. I was like, a little heavy breathing there.
Especially if you go to stand up.
Yeah, what are you going to say to that, Al? No, I don't want my dick sucked.
Right,
Saying that
right.
out loud sounds weird,
Well,
doesn't
yeah,
it?
I already knew she was kind of digging me, and then she the day before she left, when she left the bar, she left her phone number and told me to give her a call if I wanted, and so I started texting with her, and then she sent me a video of her taking a shower, soaping up her big old titties, and
yeah.
So then, the next day I was in the bar. I goes, that's what it was. I was like, that's a really nice video. And I go, yeah, I'd definitely like to play with them. She goes, you want a blowjob? And I'm like, yep.
That escalated.
She goes, then you can play with them too. I'm like, yep.
Hot.
I guess so. That's fine.
Yeah, I guess that'll be fine.
Folks,
I can pencil you in.
we're approaching the 3-hour mark, so we're going to have to shut it down.
Yeah.
Phil.
All right, you handsome bastard.
All right, man.
right.
Thanks for calling
I'm
in.
Brian.
Philip,
You always had some.
it's good to hear from you.
You always have some horrific pussy stories. We love them.
Yeah, it's great.
It's definitely good to hear from you. Hear your
buddy.
psycho
Let me know when you get up here.
history. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully, I'm trying to plan a trip. Maybe it'll be towards the end of the year. But
Okay.
I gotta wait till I know what's going on with all this shit. You know, once I'm done with treatments and stuff.
Yeah.
So,
Mm-hmm.
I
but
ran out of creativity for my.
All right, man.
girls. All right,
Okay,
Phil.
man.
Thanks
Later.
a lot, man.
All right.
Have a good one, bro.
Yeah.
All right.
Cuz, take it easy.
All right, cuz.
All right, guys. Follow us at radiounderground.co.
CO.
Not com, co. And I guess I had 2 incantation songs. So I'm going to just play the second one on the way out.
All right.
Okay.
That way we don't have to. Because I always think, well, like, what do you want to end with? And I always
You
forget.
could have played Echoes.
Yeah.
That was so rough.
It was.
All right, guys. Devour Death by Incantation.
All right.
Sounds like a good, wholesome song.
It is.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground.